automatically abudo ní coordinators 20 nílé kò nìyẹn. So àwọn pé ní ká sọ pé Agege is a local government in Lagos State. How many wards ló wà l'Agege? Agege has 11 wards. Lápèjúwe Agbotikuyo ward ní l'Agege, Darocha ward ní l'Agege, Onípẹ̀tẹ́sì ward ní l'Agege, Ìsàlẹ̀ Odò ward ní l'Agege, Ìdí Mongoro is a ward in Agege local government. Kẹ̀kẹ́, Òkè-Kòtò, Oníwáyà, Orílẹ̀ Agege, Oyèwọlé, Tàbọ̀ntàbọ̀n, 11 wards. Mo ti dárúkọ yìí lápèjúwe. We have 11 wards in Agege local government. Moving as example. Now, automatically, since we have 11 wards in Agege local government, it means we must have a representative, a coordinator, to make sure when our 11 wards see our handle àwọn tá bá fẹ́ fi awareness fún si sabuki ma sọ lórí àwọn tá fi la fẹ́ ṣe npi yẹn. So ní kúkúrú ni pé ní 11 wards yẹn èèyàn mọ́kànlá ti wà ńlẹ̀ tó máa handle each ward lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan. Then àwa wò pé ní àti ní out of the 20 local government àti mọ̀ pé ní each ward kọ̀ọ̀kan representative board wà ńbẹ̀, ní Agege representative board wà ńbẹ̀, ní Apapa representative wà ńbẹ̀, ní Amuward Òfin ọmọ wà ńbẹ̀. Gbogbo local government ní náà ló ní ward kọ̀ọ̀kan. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlàyé tí mo ń sọ fún yín nípa Agege ni pé ní 11 wards yẹn láti ní èèyàn mọ́kànlá tó máa jẹ́ coordinator níbẹ̀ yẹn. Nta máa ṣe ni pé ní each ward yẹn láti ní representative ńbẹ̀ àbí láti ní coordinator bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ ó tún máa wá ní àwọn tó wà lọ́ndà ẹ̀. Àwọn làwọn ń pè ní meeting point. Nta kí ni ẹ ti wà ńlẹ̀ meeting point la consider wọn. Àwọn meeting point yẹn àwọn street ló wà lọ́ndà wọn. Wọ́n lè yí bí ìgbẹ́ tó pé ní ó cover 7th Street. Ìmí ìgbẹ́ tó pé ní 4th Street. Òun ló fà tó fi jẹ́ pé ní à ń gather àwọn volunteers. I need the more volunteers. Àwọn volunteers yẹn táwọn máa ṣe ni pé ní each volunteers a bá ti gba àwọn details wọn, orúkọ wọn, state tó ti wá, local government tó ti wá, ward tó ti wá, tá bá ti get yẹn tọ̀. The next thing tá bá ṣe ni pé ní a máa bí wọ́n lè pé ní níbo ni nearest street. Need the Atimo street not to but they should just tell us their nearest street. Until my help one penny Tabatimo's nearest street one, you will walk or she will walk within that area. So likewise now other word now, Baltimore say so that in each ward, at long representative member, in each street, back the meeting point, tackle street mefajo, abitako street major, all depend be our street about the story. Because I'm a player policy. Our local government member mean better discover pé ní nínú àwọn ward yẹn ward mi better ní 80th street, èmi better ní 70th street. But data tá ń gbàjọ à ń gbà ní pé ní ká fi mọ address area bí tí yẹn bá ń gbé. Tá bá ti mọ ibi area tó ń gbé ó máa rọrùn fún for lápèjúwe ẹni tó sọ pé ní òun wà ní Àpápá ló ń gbé. Ó ló ń gbé Àpápá. Wọ́n ní níbo ni ó ní Randu road ní area bí tó ń gbé. Automatically àti mọ̀ ipe nítọ̀ area Randu yẹn ibẹ̀ la máa post sí ní volunteers yẹn. Àmọ́ ẹni tó wá sọ pé ní òun gbé Àpápá, àwa ní ló ń gbé Àpápá, àwa wá sọ pé ní Randu, àwa lọ jù sí ọ̀nà Agége, ìyẹn ò lè work. La fi sọ pé ní the best thing ká get àwọn details wọn. Tá bá ti get details wọn, á ti mọ area àbí tó yẹ ká fi wọ́n sí. Òun làwọn fi àsìkò yìí rọ àwọn èèyàn wa pé ní kí wọ́n ní I need the support because interface yìí kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ kankan, kò sì ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú any personality. Òun là fi ń parọ́ pé ní it is about Yoruba. And tó bá mọ̀ pé ní òun fẹ́ kí Yorùbá kó lóko ẹrú àsìkò nítorí kí kálukó jáde ká support. Nínú strategy tá a ti ń lò, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé ní we need volunteers àti sponsors. Àwọn volunteers ti wá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà wọ̀nyẹn máa wà ní àwọn volunteers. So nísìnyí àwọn tá a ti need at least we need less than 7,000 people tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ yìí and ọ̀nà tó sì máa fi ṣe àmàṣe training fún wọn. Kò ní di pé ní wọ́n wọ aṣọ Oduduwa àbí wọ́n wọ aṣọ anything rárá. N tó máa distribute ju ẹ̀gbọ́n tí máa ṣe Sister Bukky máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn. So likewise, àwọn tá a wá pè ní sponsors. Àwọn sponsors yẹn, we are not going to collect money from anybody. Method la fẹ́ lò. Method tá a máa lò ní pé ní nínú gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń fìlì tó ń fún wọn láwọn details wọn tó wà ní abroad. Ẹlòmíì bẹ tó pé ní ó wà labroad, òun náà tó wà lára àwọn sponsors. N tá a máa ṣe ní pé ní okay, tá a bá wo gbogbo àwọn tá a ti compute orúkọ wọn tá a ti get data wọn. A máa wò pé ní níbo ni wọ́n ti wá túnú àwọn details wọn. Àwọn tó bá wá láti Ọ̀yọ́ state, ojú kan side kan bá wà. Àwọn tó bá wá láti Lagos state, àbíyàn wá láti Ọ̀ṣun, àbọ̀ wá láti Kwara, àbọ̀ wá láti Ọ̀yọ́, àbọ̀ wá láti Èkìtì, àbọ̀ wá láti Oǹdó, àbọ̀ wá láti Ẹdó, àbọ̀ wá láti Delta. ó ti ní a máa fi kálukú sí àyè rẹ̀. Ó mean pé ní if somebody is from Oyo State and you are in Japan or you are in Canada or you are in America, àbí yẹn wà ní Germany, so as long as ó jẹ́ pé ní diaspora ni wọ́n wà tó sì fẹ́ jẹ́ sponsor tó ń jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú kan náà, a máa kó wọn sójú kan, a máa open web platform kan tó pé ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn máa wà. Website wa, Facebook wa, everything àwọn yẹn máa tọ̀ lórí ẹ̀, ìyẹn náà ti fẹ́ set. So nídìí eléyìí àwọn táwa kójọ ta ti sọ pé ní sponsors ni wọ́n tó ti jọ ọmọ state kan ta ti kó wọn, so let's say Ọ̀yọ́ ni gbogbo wọn. If somebody is in Ghana, àbọ̀ wà ní Togo, àbọ̀ wà ní Germany, as long as ó jẹ́ pé ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ kan náà ni wọ́n tó jẹ́ pé sponsor ni wọ́n, ọmọ wà lójú kan. Method wo la fẹ́ gbà la fẹ́ fi ṣe àwọn tá fẹ́ lò yìí, àwọn material tá fẹ́ distribute, torí náà àwọn material náà ni ọ̀nà bíi CD, flyers àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So n ta máa ṣe ni pé ní àwọn tí tábà ti gẹ́tì pé ìlú kan ni wọ́n wà, tá ti open WhatsApp group fún wọn or Telegram fún wọn tó ń ṣe wà lójú kan, automatically wọ́n ti máa ríra wọn, wọ́n ti máa mọ phone number wọn. So àwọn ni wọ́n máa ṣe meeting láàrin ara wọn. Tí wàá ní pé ní àwọn material tá fẹ́ lò yẹn àti máa make sure pé everything ti ready. Bá a ti ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, everything ó ti ready. So àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n máa wá deliberate pé okay o, kí la fẹ́ contribute ní tí kálukú bá ní lágbára tó bá fi lè ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún Yorùbá nation. So n táwa ṣe ni pé ní láàrin ara wọn ìyẹn tó máa ti wá deliberate tiwa ni pé ní gbogbo tó máa lò yẹn àti produce ó ti wà ńlẹ̀. Tábà tí wá fún wọn, the next thing láàrin ara wọn máa wá select àwọn èèyàn wọn tó bá wà ní Ọ̀yọ́ láàrin ara wọn, wọ́n máa pick okay o, èmi ní sister kan o, èmi ní brother kan o, láàrin àwọn ara wọn yẹn tó bá ti wá gádà tó a máa ní àwọn tó kọ́ máa print kíní nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. So ibẹ̀ ni lọ máa dájú wọn sí pé okay o, ẹ lọ print kíní. Kò ní ìdí pé kọ́ wá mi wá káàkiri àbí kọ́ wá sister Bukky àbí kọ́ wá anybody rárá àbí kọ́ máa wá àwọn organization káàkiri rárá. Láàrin àwọn tó wà ní within that state yẹn tó yẹ pé ní diaspora ni wọ́n wà. And another thing, ó possible kárí àwọn èèyàn tó pé ní Nàìjíríà náà ni wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ sponsor àti ráwọn èèyàn náà. Ìyẹn náà nígbà tá a ti mọ̀ pé níbi state kan ni wọ́n máa wá, a máa include wọn mọ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ́ sponsor ni. So nídìí eléyìí ọ̀nà tá a fẹ́ gbà náà láti lè make sure pé ní awareness yìí ó gbọ́dọ̀ dé grassroots, because tí o bá dé grassroots à ń tan wa ni òun lọ́pàá tó fi jẹ́ gbogbo àwọn petition tó ń kọ káàkiri yẹn 20,000 tààrà àwọn petition tó ti wọ nǹkan bíi 1 million táwọn míì wọ 300,000 táwa fi àwọn kọ petition àwa tọ́ di táwọn yẹn wá ń kọ káàkiri bíi kíní. Nídìí eléyìí à ń fi àsìkò yìí rọ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn pé ní they have to come out and support Yoruba nation. Ẹni tó wọ́n mi pé òun ń jà fún self-determination àsìkò tó yẹ kó ń fún Yorùbá, àsìkò tó yẹ kó ń jáde ní láti wá ran Yorùbá lọ́wọ́ kábí kò ní oko ẹrú, ọ̀nà tá a lè gbà nìyẹn o. Àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti assemble àwọn lawyers yìí jọ, wọ́n ti parí iṣẹ́. Àwọn tí ní UK parliament wọ́n ti lọ lobby. Even as I'm talking to you, we have 57 láwọn UK parliament tó ń fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa. The same thing ní US náà, congressmen. Gbogbo eléyìí mò ń sọ fún yín tó kẹ́ fi mọ̀ pé ní àwọn èèyàn ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ dáadáa. N tó wá expect pé ní I need the support of anybody, everybody. Kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ kan, kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pé bàbá kan ní kíní rárá o. As long as you are Yoruba, anywhere you are, whether you are in Togo or you are in Germany or you are in anywhere tí ẹ bá wà, ó yẹ kí o bọ́ta láti support kíní yìí ni. So àwọn tó wà ní àwọn tá a pè ní coordinator tó máa wà ní abroad yẹn, n táwọn náà máa ṣe ni pé láàrin ara wọn wọ́n máa monitor tó ń lọ. Wọ́n bọ̀ láti ní problem. Okay, state wo lókù tí wọ́n ti cover, ibẹ̀ lókù tí wọ́n ti kó ẹ̀ máa ṣe. Kì í ṣe pé bí àwọn tá a fẹ́ lò ìtọ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ yìí, nídìí àwọn volunteer oníjàgídíjàgan rárá, àwọn lawyer tá a pè wọ́n stand by because láti organize ẹ̀ kalẹ̀ pé ní kíní yìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe kì í ṣe nǹkan aláriwo. A fẹ́ ṣe ní ṣe pé ní within a very short days wọ́n máa parí ẹ̀. Kò ní ìdí ariwo, kò ní ìdí pé wọ́n wọ sọ Oduduwa, kò ní ìdí pé èèyàn mú àáké lọ́wọ́ àbó mú àdá lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n ní pé kó convince àwọn èèyàn. Nídìí eléyìí mò ń fi àsìkò rọ owó yẹn tẹ́ bá wà ń bì ẹ bá wa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn káàkiri pé kí wọ́n gbìyànjú láti support wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ project yìí. Kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú any organization, kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú bóyá pé ní ẹnìkan afẹ́lọ́bẹ́ nìkan orúkọ ẹnìkan ní òjẹ́ kí ní òṣèṣe rárá o. Tí wọ́n ní pé ní tí èèyàn bá ti jẹ́ Yorùbá, ọmọlúwàbí Yorùbá, àsìkò ní láti support àwọn èèyàn wa kúrò nínú ìyà tó láwọn èèyàn ń suffer nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn èèyàn ń jìyà o, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o, ọ̀dọ́ dúró báyìí.
Ṣé gan Mr. Aliyu? So lọ́wọ́ yìí, bóyá rí àwọn tó lọ́wọ́ sókè o, I will just quickly call on Sister Bukky about so she can tell us more about the branding. So before I call on our legal team, so I'll just call Sister Bukky to tell us on the materials.
Okay, I hope you can all see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen? Mr. K, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen, Sister Buki.
Okay. Basically, so what we have, just so that we show that we Yorubas, we are very sophisticated and we do things in order and with style. So we have already created a brand, and this brand should run across the whole of Yoruba land. Yoruba Nation Now, Petition, and Referendum. So this is going to be our brand for now. This is what we're suggesting that we use. Now, we already have the materials that we're going to disseminate. This is a leaflet poster that has already been created that we intend to disseminate across the whole of Yoruba land, inside all the houses, posters and everything. Think about it like voting for APC or PDP, but we're not going to do that. We are voting to vote ourselves out of that 1914 amalgamation. So this is the petition poster that's already been prepared. And then we were clever enough to also design it so that for those who are unable to understand it in English, we have the translation also in Yoruba. We have also gone as far as putting up, I'll show you something now. If I stop that sharing, and if I go back and share the screen, we will also have, for those who wish to purchase, we have T-shirts, we have bags, we have all these ones here, you know, to show that we know exactly what we are doing. If I just go into it, okay, yeah. So we've got T-shirts, we've got hats, we've got pullovers, you know. So just to show that we're very serious. So for all those that are interested in purchasing all this memorabilia, you can see. So it's not a small project, and we can actually use this to even raise money in order to help, you know, push the movement through. So for those that are interested in actually purchasing this is actually available now. If you wish to purchase, you can see, you can even involve your kiddies. We've got hats, there's like accessories, there's like sweat pullover T-shirts, there's bags, you know, there's jackets, there's iPhone covers. So literally, Yoruba Nation has already branded itself. This is enough to show that we are very serious. You know, we're not joking. We want to get out, and we want to get out now. Yoruba Nation now. Yoruba Referendum now. Yoruba Petition now. So for all those that are interested in at least putting something towards this, we will be throwing this link on all the platforms. So if you're interested in purchasing, we will be throwing the links on our website, Yoruba Nation Now, which is being prepared and will soon be open. We'll be throwing the links also on the Yoruba Nation website, Facebook, Twitter, and all our social media handles. So over to you, Mr. K.
So thank you very much, Sister Buki. So I'll now call on Uncle Frank Bello. He will tell us a little about the social media, how we are incorporating social media in all of this. So, Sister Buki, if you can quickly unmute Frank Bello so he can talk quickly on Frank Bello, please, if you could just make it 2 or 3 minutes. Buki, if you could unmute.
Okay, I hope everybody can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, very simple. You've asked me a very, very tough, difficult question. How do we incorporate social media to create this awareness? Now, Kay, very quickly, awareness is one thing. Packaging and believing in the Yoruba nation ideology. I use Yoruba nation ideology. Yoruba nation ideology in the sense that not many people believe in that Yoruba nation. And that's why Yoruba nation now that believed in that same Yoruba nation ideology came up with this fantastic package to which they branded it that they are prepared to work with many of the agitators. Looking back memory lane into how a handful of those social media within this agitation, the role they've played is something to talk about. And up till now, it is nothing to talk about. I can only count on perhaps one or two that are sincere. And I think one or two that I will seriously mention and I will take on board that they've really done their best. One is Koiki Media in the UK. The other is Isheshiagba, Oshatola. That's another one who is so passionate about this struggle. Baba Rupoire in the United States is another one that I know is they are so passionate about this Yoruba nation. I don't know about the others, and I mean it. So the awareness, if we can get at least that package sorted out in one way, or if they believe, if others believe, because I'm not going to write off any Yoruba sons and daughters, but the handful of those other social media that I have lost absolute confidence in them is that they are all working for the politicians and their personal interests. And if they put politics, the politics of Nigeria into their philosophy and not the Yoruba nation ideology that Yoruba land is my land. The way Bukky Taiwo, Kayode, and all of us and many of the true sons and daughters of Yoruba land working tirelessly, having sleepless nights about how we can get ourselves out of this mess. The journey will be easy because we will all speak with one formidable voice. But we have a problem if some social media pundit or social media bigots can decide to go the other way after you've gone into meeting and you've discussed certain things that are of extremely daring confidential issues. And then they start leaking those secrets that's been discussed. Classic example of what Yoruba Nation has been doing in secret, that the whole world is now seeing that we are unveiling, is exactly how I like to work. And packaging that awareness starts from us here. How do we do that? Mr. Moderator, technology is here. And that technology is here to stay, and it will get better in 2021. I want us to imbibe this, and I want us to look at this. We use technology to its best. That awareness that everybody's craving for, let us adopt the China experiment. China was nowhere. China was busy sending all his and her children out to the UK, to Europe, to the United States, to be trained in engineering, in computing, in everything. And by the time China caught up with the rest of the world, a country that had no phone, and that was nothing near the contraption that we called Nigeria, just in the 90s, as Bill Clinton was talking about the information superhighway, because I have been inside it a long time. China caught up with the rest of the world, and then that is the same China experiment that I want us to use. And if Yoruba nation can adopt the China experiment by becoming a first world, that is a classic example that I want Yoruba nation now to imbibe. We bombard each and every of those people that are stakeholders, as Mr. Ali structured everything. Because I don't want a situation whereby the ruthless government we have in place will start harassing, arresting all those that will be doing the job in the field, because they are the ones that will be in the field. I don't want to jeopardize their own personal interests. Let us use their smartphone. Mama Eleweomo smartphone, Mama Latara smartphone, they've all got smartphone. All what Mr. Liu need to do is we need to coin something in a very, very small, punchy caption, information in flyers that will go wide across all Yoruba land, and we continue to bombard them. And on this note, I am going to hand over back to Kay. Maybe if you need more contribution, or if you want me to talk on any other thing, because there are so many things I want to talk about, but obviously because we are screwed up with time. So Kay, I'll hand over back to you. Maybe somebody else.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Uncle Frank Bello. Whilst Frank Bello was talking, and I think somebody in the chat box also mentioned the Dara talk show. That Dara is also this.
Yes, I think I saw that comment. I can see that comment, and I'm going to post that comment that the whole world can see. Yes, I knew about Dara talk show. I think I've actually popped in onto Dara talk show a couple of times, although I follow her, but obviously I'm still studying Dara talk show as well. I know she commands a very good huge audience on Facebook, but left to me as a professional media someone, I like to keep an eye on people and watch their activities for a while, and then I'll then make up my mind if that person is someone I can work with. I like her show. She's very open-minded. I watched you that she came out boldly to attack some Obas and Ghanaians, very bold. So I'm still watching her.
So thank you very much. I'll call on Sister Lola Folani. Then I would ask Omobori if he's on here to be on standby. I don't know if Barrister Shupo is it's online with us. He will talk about the legal team and what they are preparing. I'm just going to quickly so Sister Lola, you can quickly unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, Alabi, you see.
Okay. Mo kí gbogbo lé o, a kú pàdé. Láti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá wa Frambelo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ tán lórí àǹfààní ohun ẹ̀rọ ìlò ìgbàlódé. Yoruba Nation Now. Wọ́n tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí tó sọ wípé ibi táyé bá yí sí òun ló yẹ ká bá wọn yí sí. Wọ́n gbìyànjú, wọ́n sapá, gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀, a dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wa wípé Yoruba Nation Now ẹyẹ ọ̀tọ̀ òun ló jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ pé ó fara ti igi ẹnìkankan, ṣe ló ń fò lọ fúnra ẹ̀. Àwa ní ká gbìyànjú láti fò tẹ̀lé. Ó sì sapá pé ok, báwo làwọn èèyàn ṣe lè fò tẹ̀lé ọ̀hún, ibo ni wọ́n lè gbà láti ríbi wọ yàrá gàràgà láti wá bá òun sọ̀rọ̀. Ó gbìyànjú, ó lọ sí orí ẹ̀rọ ara ìta tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ẹ̀rọ agbénitán, òun la ti ń bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àwọn ẹ̀rọ míì tí àwọn onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ tún ti gbé jáde, gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé ayé ti lu jára wọn pátápátá, oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà òun la fi lè bá ara wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa títẹ̀ ni o, tàbí ohùn gbígbọ́, tàbí ká gbéra wa tán bá ṣe ń ríra wa yìí. So YNN ó ti gbìyànjú, ó ti sọ ara ẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára bíi website, èyí tí a máa ń lo wí mẹ́ta láti wọnú ẹ̀, www. Ó lọ sí orí email náà, ó gbìyànjú láti máa lo Twitter, ó lọ sórí Facebook, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní Instagram àti YouTube. Ṣùgbọ́n nítorí wípé ọmọ tuntun ni, ó ń dàgbà bọ̀ ni, Ọlọ́run kàn ṣe láàánú. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa nẹ́nẹ̀ ni mò ń sọ, kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹnì kankan o. Ọlọ́run kàn ṣe láàánú tó fẹ́ gba àgbà ni, nítorí pé ó rẹra ìsílẹ̀ láti kó ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn mọ́ra. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ẹ̀rọ ti Twitter ẹ̀ tí ì ṣiṣẹ́ tó bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. Ẹ̀rọ ti Instagram náà ò tí ì ṣiṣẹ́ tó bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. Ẹ̀rọ YouTube náà ò tí ì ṣiṣẹ́ tó bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ìyànjú òun ló yìí ń gbà, tí ìdánilójú sì wà wípé ìgbà tí a bá fi parí èyí tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí, tá a bá fi máa tún ṣe ìpàdé mi, àǹfààní á pọ̀ jàǹtìrẹrẹ fún gbogbo wa láti gba oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà yìí láti wọlé sí irú ìpàdé tá à ń sọ lọ́wọ́ yìí. Olúwa ṣe nírọ̀rùn fún wa. Gbogbo wa náà ni mo sì fẹ́ ká túbọ̀ máa gbàdúrà fún Olúwa, ó ṣe nírọ̀rùn fún. Olúwa ṣàánú wa o. Àwọn àǹfààní tá a lè rí nípasẹ̀ lílo àwọn kinní yìí, òun ni wípé a máa lè fi bá ara wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní gàràgà, a lè fi béèrè ìbéèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe alákòóso inú ilé yìí. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan òun làǹfààní tá a lè bá lórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wọn yìí. Ẹni tó bá ní ìbéèrè láti béèrè lórí wọn, Olúwa ṣe nírọ̀rùn fún wa láti dáhùn àwọn ìbéèrè yín. Ẹ ṣé o.
Hello. Hello, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening. We can hear you. If you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Ẹ kálẹ́ gbogbo àgbáyé, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá jákèjádò ní gbogbo àgbáyé. We thank you for this great. Hello. Okay, sir. Yeah, I just have very few things, sir. So, nípa petition ilé tí ó kọjá lọ tí ó fail. Àwọn oríṣi kan wà tí ó jẹ́ tó bá tó fi fail tí àti ìkílódù wọn. Ó ní wípé ní Nàìjíríà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ ọ̀dún pé wọ́n ní Android phone, wọ́n ní email address rárá. Tó ń gbà tó yá sí níyẹn tó jẹ́ pé point, a wá pe àwọn tó wà ní diaspora. Ẹ help wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá ní diaspora blessing ni ní fún iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Bí mo rántí nǹkan tí representative àwọn Catalonia sọ lọ́jọ́ tó ń ṣe induction àwọn Yorùbá sí UNPO. Ó ní àwọn ènìyàn Catalonia tí àwọn ò ní diaspora community. So ọpẹ́ dẹ̀ ní fọ́nà táwọn ní diaspora community orí ìjọba alágídíla ní Nàìjíríà bí tó ẹ bá lè bá wa create ní diaspora avenue tó jẹ́ pé tá a bá ti lè ní àwọn èèyàn tá a ti kàn pẹ́ lórúkọ wọn ọjọ́ tá a máa lè sẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀ wọ́n lè bá wa create email fún wọn wọ́n lè bá wa sign ní ibi kò sí ná many people ní Android phone so many people wọn ní Android phone even network náà ṣégeṣége so ó máa lè make it more easy and more faster ẹ jọ̀wọ́ tá a bá lè bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ lórí yẹn. Number one, ó wà very important. Níjà àgbóra àní kọ́sẹ̀ ní laptop bí dandan. But ẹ bá lè bá wa create àwọn èèyàn tó bá lè jẹ́ bí volunteer bí ọ̀nà bí méjì mẹ́ta mẹ́rin. Tá a bá lè compile orúkọ yẹn bóyá bí 50 or 100 at a go. Tá a send it sí wọn. Wọ́n bá wọn create email. Wọ́n lè enter. Wọ́n lè bá wọn sign ní petition. Ó máa make it more easier. Àwọn táwọn mílíọ̀nù náà ní Android phone, a máa sign fáwọn èèyàn. Adẹ́sùn ṣe máa sign fún àwọn number one then. Number two, we need some material to give people. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti gbọ́ pa ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣì pọ̀, especially in the rural area. So àwọn material kan wáyé bóyá bí poly bag, wristband, bí handstand, báwọn pè é. Tí káàtà bá lè gbé àwọn ọmọ àlẹ́ mọ́mọ́ tó lè mọ́ ọ̀kadà wọn. Wọ́n bá lè ṣe umbrella ó wà very important. Jẹ́ pẹ̀lú fídíò, móbì. Ó ti sọ́gbà kí wọ́n ti fẹ́ pẹ̀lú tàbá lè bá àwọn móbì lọ sí wa sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá bí méjì ìyẹn òkú mọ́ a lot of people.
So táwọn sọ nípa pàtì yẹn náà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn arí pé ní kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ pé ní táwọn arò pé à lè dádúró kí ló dé àfi lè dádúró nígbà tó yẹ pé ní Yorùbá náà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Èkó wà ní Ogun State sorry ní Ondo State Èkó wà ní Lagos State ní Badagry àwọn náà là ń lówó jù àwọn là ń ní everything jù mineral resources everything ló wà lọ́wọ́ wa àwọn ò pé tó ṣé bá sì máa bá lọ léyìí òun la fi sọ pé ní ó yẹ ká create awareness fún àwọn èèyàn wa down to the grassroots báwo la fẹ́ create awareness òun náà ni àti láwọn flyers tá a máa pín kí ni flyers máa sọ nípa àwọn problem capture àwọn major problem tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fún wa nípa education ni o nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tí ìwòsàn ni o tàlàfíà nìyẹn nípa pé ní electricity ni o nípa road ni o nípa corruption ni o ó máa capture major something tó yẹ pé ní ó ń da wà láàmú nídìí eléyìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ yẹn nàná rẹ̀ wọ́n gbà ẹ̀ wá kí n fi university ṣe àpèjúwe. We have 79 private universities in Nigeria. Nínú 79 private universities, mélòó ni Yorùbá ní bẹ́ẹ̀ out of 79? Yorùbá ló ní 42 private universities. Mélòó ni Igbo ní 16? Mélòó ni àwọn adarí ní mẹ́ta northwest? Tí wọ́n sọ pé nínú àwọn adarí tó jẹ́ àwọn core northwest yẹn, àwọn náà ní Kano, Jigawa, Katsina, Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto. Àwọn pípù yìí àwọn náà ní wọ́n ní 3 private universities. Nígbà tó ní 3 private universities, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Islamic University ní Nàìjíríà. Islamic University ta ní Nàìjíríà márùn-ún ni àwọn àwọn ló ní 5 Islamic University mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀ Yorùbá lónìí we have Al-Iqimati Ìlọrin, we have Summit University tó wà lọ́fà, we have Front State University tó wà lọ́ṣogbo, we have Christian University tó wà ní Ògùn, Al-Kamon University náà ní ọ̀kan private university tán ní nílẹ̀ Haúsá lọ́dọ̀ àmàdá one university. Ọjọ́ ìfihàn yìí pé tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀sìn gan Yorùbá náà ní number 1. Nídìí eléyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí nípa àwọn state university. State university tá a ní Nàìjíríà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ní mọ́ àwọn north west ní mẹ́jọ. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká gbàgbé nípa tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa state university we still have para state tí mi ò include sí àwọn tí mo sọ yìí. Tẹ́wọ́n lọ National Bureau of Statistics ẹ máa rí kiri bẹ́ẹ̀ National University Commission gbogbo àwọn fáàtì ẹ máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. So ẹ máa tún wá padà sí private polytechnic kárí ní Nàìjíríà Yorùbá ló ní 26 mélòó ní Ìgbò ní 9 mélòó ní north west 0 wọn ní pé private polytechnic ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ check ẹ̀kọ́ lọ check ẹ̀ ní NCCE àníbo ní headquarter private polytechnic yìí gbà wà Kaduna ló wà. Ta ló head the National University Commission Adama ni ta ló head the NCCE tó jẹ́ pé ní òun ni adarí gbogbo polytechnic tó bá wà Nàìjíríà tó ń lọ fi sí Kaduna Adama ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Now mo fi yẹ yín pé ní ẹ lọ chẹ́ẹ̀kì National Bureau of Statistics fún àwọn tí mo sọ yìí kẹ́bíkẹ́sì pé ní fact ni tábàtọ́ wá padà sí orí College of Education nínú College of Education tá a ní tó jẹ́ private ní Nàìjíríà Yorùbá ló ní 27 mélòó ni àwọn north west ní àwọn adarí yìí wọ́n ní ẹyọ 4 ní private College of Education ló sọ ní north west south east náà Yorùbá ní 27 bá a ti sọ pé Yorùbá ní 27 yẹn College of Education ó wà nílọrin o tó jẹ́ ti Yorùbá mi ò tún fi yẹn kún tó wà tó ń kà kún north central. Nídìí eléyìí tẹ́bá tó wọ́n wò kí ni reason tó fà tó fi jẹ́ pé ní àwọn ìyànjẹ́ yìí pọ̀ nígbà tí òbí bá rán ọmọ rẹ̀ lọ sí yunifásitì tó parí tó jáde tí ò ríṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wọn níbí NNPC àwọn náà ló wà ń bẹ̀ Port Authority àwọn ló wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ni wọ́n kó sí wọ́n wà níbi kíní yẹn. So nínú àwọn tá a fẹ́ distribute irú àwọn flyer a ní fídíò CD tó capture gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá because àti tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Haúsá náà ẹ wọ́n ṣe ń pa àwọn èèyàn káàkiri ní Benue ní Southern Kaduna ní Maiduguri tó ń pè ní Borno State ẹ wọ adúrú àwọn tó ti kú táwọn èèyàn ti kú ń bẹ̀ up till now bá a ti sọ fún yín náà níjọ́ ní náà ẹ̀wọ̀n bíi 41 ni wọ́n dú wọn tí wọ́n dú ọrùn wọn sẹ́rù àwọn báyìí la máa bá gbé sẹ́rù àwọn ìyẹn la máa bá ṣe àwọn àwọn nítorí pé ní àwọn ọmọ ìyá wa tó yẹ kó politician ni wọn àwọn ti wà okay wọ́n nílé ní London wọ́n nílé ní Germany wọ́n nílé ní Paris wọ́n nílé ní Dubai àwọn ò fẹ́ ká kó lóko ẹrú àwa ní láti sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà ń sálẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kọ́ mọ̀ ìpè nítọ̀ àwọn ìyá tí ń jẹ yín ni ò kọ́ ọ̀dà sáà ní pé ní resources ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wọ́n ti rí òun náà láti ń sọ fún yín pé ní gbogbo owó tó ń pa yẹn àwọn tó pé àwọn gangan ní ẹ̀mí Nàìjíríà òun náà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti àwọn SASA ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti SASA ní torí pé kí ni tẹ́ bá wo National Bureau of Statistics report 2019 tí wọ́n gbé jáde ní last ní 2019 ẹ rí i pé ní èèlò ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá generate ní 6 states nílẹ̀ Yorùbá 552 billion naira ni wọ́n generate nílẹ̀ Yorùbá 552 billion naira ẹni tó bá fẹ́ check in tí mo sọ yìí o kó lọ sí National Bureau of Statistics report kó lọ check in National Bureau of Statistics ibẹ̀ ni láti rí èèlò ni wọ́n generate ní ilẹ̀ Igbo 96 billion naira ni wọ́n generate nílẹ̀ Igbo èèlò ni wọ́n generate ní ilẹ̀ northwest tá à ń pè nílẹ̀ Haúsá 148 billion naira ni wọ́n generate nílẹ̀ Haúsá ni mò ń rí fà sí Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, Sokoto, Jigawa, Kebbi and Zamfara state. Now ó ti fi hàn yín pé ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ń generate owó nítorí tí ó wá ṣeni láàánú jùlọ ni pé ní tẹ́ bá lọ áàdì gbogbo owó tí ń wọlé fún wa ní internal generated revenue nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti nílẹ̀ Igbo àti nílẹ̀ Adaran tẹ́ bá tó tà pé ní okay ní north west 148 billion la ní wọ́n pa lówó tó wọlé fún wọn ní IGR wọn ní north central 104 billion ní north east tó jẹ́ ilẹ̀ Igbo 95 billion naira only tó jáde fún ní 2019 north east 46 billion naira tẹ́ bá tó tà àwọn north west north central and south east and north east ó jẹ́ 393 billion naira 393 billion naira that is 24 states Èlò wa ni wọ́n rí ní 68 ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá 552 billion naira. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ lọ check ẹ̀ kó lọ check ẹ̀ ní National Bureau of Statistics Report 2019 tó bá lọ ti 2018 ti 2017 ti 2016 ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni. Ẹ mọ̀ ajá gbàgbé pé ní tí mò ń kà fún yín ní sùn mú jáde nísì mi ò mọ̀ dákọ̀ Kwara mi ò mọ̀ dákọ̀ Kogi mbẹ̀ because ní Kwara State ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sáà ní majority 12 out of 16 local government. Likewise náà tàbá tí wọ́n wo tó wá ṣe ní láàánú jùlọ lẹ́wàá rí i pé ní okay gbogbo àwọn tá a ti wá dárúkọ yìí tá a sọ pé ní okay state yìí iye báyìí wọ́n generate èlò wa ni wọ́n generate ní state by state. Tàbá wo Lagos State ń generate 398 billion. Ẹja sọ tàwọn adarí nísìnyí kẹwọn táwọn generate nílùú wọn. Àwọn Sokoto generate 19 billion. Gombe 6 billion. Borno 8 billion. Bauchi 11 billion. Taraba State 6 billion. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn generate 399 billion in táwọn rí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n ò generate anything. So nídìí eléyìí ni pé ní awareness yẹn la fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Awareness ó yẹ kó dé down to the grassroots. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ sí yẹn o ní láti make sure pé ní àwọn flyers wa àti kọ gbogbo àwọn tó necessary àti kọ síbẹ̀. Àwa dúró síbẹ̀ àwa wò pé òkè kí ni ta tún lè ṣe a ní àwọn CD. Video CD yẹn ó ti capture gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àti ìyá tó ń jẹ oko rẹ̀ ní àtàwọn tó ń pa káàkiri yẹn àti ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn Federal Bureau Intelligence tó ń sọ ní US pé ń tọ̀ ipé àwọn Al-Qaeda àti ISIS wọ́n ti ń wọ southern part of Nigeria. Gbogbo orú kìíní yẹn láti capture pátápátá tẹ́pẹ́ ẹni tó bá wo fídíò yẹn ó máa gbàgbọ́ pé yes ó yẹ ká kó lókun ẹrú. Lẹ́yìn náà tí wọ́n ní láwọn newsletter àwọn newsletter yẹn ó cover gbogbo tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ before amalgamation after amalgamation then kí ni àwọn problems tá a ní lẹ́yìn after amalgamation yẹn náà ó wà ń bẹ̀ kí ni solution ó wà ń bẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ń pa ní state kọ̀ọ̀kan táwọn adaràn yìí ń pa àdúgbò ìbọn ṣe ń penetrate gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀rí pé wọ́n ti destroy Benue State ní àwọn Southern Kaduna ní o gbogbo àwọn middle belt yẹn irú Niger State wọ́n ti ìpapà náà pa gbọ̀n torí táìmù ni wọ́n fi ń sáré báyẹn bẹ̀tẹ̀ bá wo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìn wọ́n ti ń wọ gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo àwọn Èkìtì ní Ondo State ní wọ́n ti cover wa bẹ̀ gbogbo information yìí ó ti wà nínú video CD tá a fẹ́ distribute fún wọn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá báwo la fẹ́ distribute through àwọn volunteers a fẹ́ lò àwọn máa distribute video CD flyer wọ́n sì tún máa wá distribute àwọn nylon bag àti wristband nylon bag yẹn kí ló wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n máa kọ síbẹ̀ pé ní Yorùbá nation now àsìkò tó láti gba òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá irú àwọn tìyá tó ń ta gàrí àbí ìyá tó ń ta èlùbọ́ àbí ìyá tó ń ta kí n tó distribute tó ń fún un tó rí tó fi tajà ẹni tó bá mú un lọlé awareness náà nìyẹn even tí ìyá yẹn ò bá lè kà á ẹni tó bá ra ọjà tó gbé lọlé òun náà máa rí so àwọn tó fẹ́ distribute irú àwọn leaflet yẹn àti flyer yẹn àtàwọn wristband yẹn àti video CD yẹn a fẹ́ fi create awareness ni làwọn fi sọ pé ní a fẹ́ kíní ìkápẹ́ attach ẹ̀ mọ́ any organization because the moment tá a bá ti attach ẹ̀ mọ́ any organization wàhálà ni òun ló fà tó jẹ́ pé wá ṣe ni láàánú nígbà tí mo appear níbi program kan tó invite mi ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ awareness yìí àwa rí i pé àwọn èèyàn wá lọ kọ lẹ́tà láti fi lè máa ba àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ irú wa táwọn Yorùbá ń wí kí ṣé wà tó dà báwo la fẹ́ kó lóko ẹrú ṣé tá a bá fẹ́ràn ara wa tá a ṣàṣepọ̀ tá a mú ìṣura lóṣooṣù ọwọ́ tẹ́pẹ́ à ń bara wa jẹ́ sọ́nà tá a fi lè sọ kí nìyẹn àwa discover pé ní àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá náà ní kì í ṣàwọn adaràn a sì ń sọ pé àwọn kan à ń pè wọ́n lẹ́ranko ìwà táwọn ń wù ṣé wà ẹranko kọ́ nìyẹn náà ó yẹ ká cooperate láàrin ara wa because kí lápẹ́ kí ní àsọ pé ní Yorùbá nation ibẹ̀ ibi ń bá a ṣe ń ṣe program yìí lọ́wọ́ àwọn míì ti tún béèrè pé ní ṣé kìí ṣe ẹgbẹ́ APP kìí ṣe kìnnìkan ẹgbẹ́ AKK sẹ́yìn là ń sọ ni aláǹsọ̀rọ̀ ń pa Yorùbá nation ká cooperate láàrin ara wa ká sì ra lóṣooṣù ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run bless wa a ní mineral resources a ní gold a ní diamond a ní bitumen Ọlọ́run bless wa dáadáa a sì ní àwọn tó lọ́pọlọ wọn pé báwo ni àwọn tó ò mọ kankan sì lè máa darí wa kí ló dé anílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run fún anílẹ̀ ẹ wo orúlẹ̀ wa nísìnyí nínú irú Kwara State ní 36,000 square kilometre ní títóbi ilẹ̀ Kwara State gan ó ju gbogbo south east lọ gbogbo south east pátá ẹ lọ check o ní National Bureau of Statistics south east is 28,000 square kilometre gbogbo south east ní state wọn márùn-ún it's not up to Kwara State Ọlọ́run fún anílẹ̀ l'Ondo anílẹ̀ ní Ọ̀ṣun anílẹ̀ l'Èkìtì kí ló wá dé nídìí eléyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká síra lóṣooṣù ẹ jẹ́ ká cooperate láàrin ara wa because tá a bá fẹ́ràn ara wa kò ṣe tó dáa àwọn tá a fẹ́ háì ó ti rẹ́dì a ti prepare rẹ̀ kalẹ̀ àwọn leaflet ni o àwọn flyer ń tá a fẹ́ há nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni mò ń sọ o because àwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbo ti rí àwọn question kára nǹkan ti ń tró tó ń sọ yí pé ní àwọn aṣọ táwọn rí aṣọ tẹ́ rí yẹn kò sí tó fẹ́ fi ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó ló wà fún ńlọ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni àwọn flyers leaflet àtàwọn fídíò CD àtàwọn wristband àti nylon bag n tó fẹ́ há nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn wọn ò há aṣọ tẹ́ rí yẹn ní abroad ni wọn ló wọn fẹ́ fi generate owó sódà kan fi assist àwọn èèyàn wa nídìí eléyìí èyí tí àwọn èèyàn wa ń ṣe wọ́n yẹ kájà wọn bẹ̀ hospital wa kò gbádùn àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń sọ́fà ẹlòmíín kú àtijọ́ àti gbogbo wa lé kí ló ń tàbí sara lóṣooṣù ọ̀wọ̀ tábà lè sọ̀rọ̀ lóṣooṣù ọ̀ tá a dá dúró àwọn àǹfààní tá a máa rí ni pé ní employment opportunity ọmọ àfáwọn èèyàn wa irú resources wa àwọn la máa control resources wa àwọn la máa control border wa a máa build the infrastructure oríṣiríṣi training opportunity ni wọ́n máa ti fáwọn èèyàn wa free quality education ó máa wà torí pé ní Ọlọ́run bless wa free health services a máa ṣe gbogbo àwọn border wa a máa lè control rẹ̀ nísìnyí náà wo nínú kágbé sórí làákàyè ǹjọ́ yẹ kó jẹ́ pé ní àwa focus lórí petrol state ò sì ní agbára láti lè tap àwọn mineral resources it's only federal government àwọn people yìí sì ní kò sí ń tọ́ka wọn pẹ̀lú restructuring àtúwọ́n náà tó ń pariwo restructuring ṣé restructuring kí ẹlẹ́yẹ ká máa pariwo ẹ fi 20 ọdún ẹ fi sọ pé restructuring ẹ̀dá tó lò 60 years láyé kí ló wá kù fún àwọn sọ pé yóò dá iná ò sí kò sí iná kò sómi good transportation kò sí àmọ́ tá a bá dá dúró gbogbo ẹ̀ láma ṣe láma plan àwọn kan tó wá sọ pé ní wọ́n fẹ́ dógun lẹ̀ ni o ẹnìkan kò dógun lẹ̀ ara ń tó wà lára àwọn fídíò yẹn because fídíò yẹn ó contain so many important information tó lè convince àwọn èèyàn wa kí ẹ sọ pé ẹnìkan fẹ́ jagun ẹnìkan kò jagun ọ̀nà tá a fẹ́ fi ṣe ọ̀nà diplomatic means ni táwa yóò bá tá a bá ṣera lóṣù sọ̀wọ̀ tẹ́pẹ́ àwọn ń gbéra wa lẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn ń bara wa jẹ́ tẹ́pẹ́ àwọn kan ló dìde kó sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa pé ní báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ta fẹ́ pòlò pẹ̀lú àwọn kan ló assemble àwọn lawyers náà àwọn tó assemble lawyer wọ́n láwọn ò fẹ́ pé ní kán dárúkọ àwọn wọ́n sì assemble lawyer wọ́n ti prepare petition ti wà lẹ̀ nídìí eléyìí ọ̀rọ̀ ń pa pé ní àwọn kan ní àtẹ̀bá wa dájú wọn máa para wọn ni wọ́n máa ṣe kíníkà ìgbìnìkan ni ṣe tọ́ba mú wọn máa para náà wá ní ká máa ṣerú àwọn kẹtẹ ta ló mú kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ àwọn adẹ́rẹ́ ló mú kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ náà àwọn ní kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ a máa ṣe data capture ká mọ iye àwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá táwa ti mọ iye àwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn táwọn tó wà ní ìsà diaspora a máa ṣe blueprint ti wà ńlẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn ti ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn kan ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́nà security ẹ máa ń tí mo fẹ́ ká sọ tí mo fẹ́ fi random kí ni pé ní ẹ jẹ́ ká cooperate ilé àárín ara wa ká síra lóṣooṣù ọ̀wọ̀ ká múra bí ọmọ ìyá kan náà ni tá a bá sì yẹn a ní níbi tá à ń lọ a kàn máa dààmú ara ni ẹ jẹ́ ká cooperate gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá wà nínú platform yìí ẹ jọ̀wọ́ gbogbo yín ẹ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká cooperate Ọlọ́run gbà fún wa ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ pọ̀.
Yes, I think Kay handed over the co-hosting onto me. My name is Frank Bello for the benefit of those who are just coming onto the Zoom meeting and the stream. Alaji Ali, Dr. Ali, thank you very much. I do lọ́wọ́ yín púpọ̀ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tọ́ wa sí ọ̀nà tí ó tọ́ inú gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá inú wọn dẹ̀ dùn káàkiri orílẹ̀ àgbáyé bí wọ́n ti ń gbọ́ yín bá ti ṣe ń jíròrò pọ̀ lórí awareness. Ó dàbẹ́ pé mi mọ̀ bóyá barrister wa wọ́n ti ready láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ because a pọ̀ káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé àwọn tó lè ṣe fẹ́ wọlé mo gbọ́ wípé wọ́n sì pọ̀ náà tó ń try láti wọlé so bóyá gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ wọlé yẹn òun ni Mr. K ló ń try láti sort out. So maybe Barrister Shugbo is ready for us. Ṣé ti ready fún wa sir? Okay, let me see. Hang on. Where is the key? Let me go into settings. Okay, let me see. Audio. Hey, sorry guys, because I've just been handy kini over simini, so malati. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think I've handed the mic over to, okay, let me mute him. Okay. Hold on. Hang on. Ask to unmute. Yeah, he has to unmute himself. Yeah, if Barrister Ojo can hear me, Barrister Shupo, if you can hear me. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I believe I'm here now. Yes, good evening, everybody. Wherever you may be, it may be afternoon, it may be night. But I'm speaking from Lagos. Now, I just want to go straight to the issue of what legal protection we are going to put in place for all those who are going to partake in the awareness creation program. As we have said, the project is to create awareness, no more, no less. Awareness creation is about exercise of the freedom of expression. It's about the essence of freedom of opinion. And also letting others, sharing your opinion with others. Our general opinion is that there is need for the Yoruba nation to emerge independently. And that means that we are exercising our right to self-determination. It is a right recognized under international law, under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. It's a recognized international law for everybody. And we should know that the limit of all these rights is that we should not infringe upon the right of others while we are exercising our own rights. Another thing is that we should not do it violently. If we pursue our rights peacefully and without infringing on the right of others, we have not violated any law. So nobody can accuse us of violating any law or violating the right of others. So for this reason, we want all those who will participate in this project to be aware that there are laws that protect them in what they do. And this law is also captured in Chapter 4 of the Constitution of Nigeria. Of course, it's a very weak constitution. It's a very bad constitution. It's a constitution that's not working. But we're still using it to try and see what we can take out of it that will assist our purpose. So, for instance, we have the right to life, of course. So, if our life is being sniffled out of in Nigeria, if we are being killed, we have the right to shout out. We have the right to say, sorry, I'm no longer interested in Nigeria since my life can no longer be protected. So there are so many other rights like that. In the exercise of our right to freedom of expression and the right to freedom of association, also right to express our opinion, to hold and express opinion and circulate opinion. This is why we are doing this campaign. So it is not an offensive thing, it's not a criminal conduct, it's our right that we are exercising, and we are not doing so to violate the right of others. The worst that can happen is for anybody we give leaflets to say that he does not believe in what we are saying. Now we will say, okay, thank you. Then we move on to the next person. We should not engage anybody in any argument over anything. But if anybody needs further education, we can educate. They can request for education, we educate them. But if they become violent, say, who are you? We don't want you. Go away, click on. Just say thank you and move on to the next person. We are already aware that our politicians, those who are benefiting from Nigeria, they want Nigeria to continue. They don't care about the welfare of the people. So we have to educate ourselves. Those who will participate in this project, awareness project, they themselves must be fully educated, so that when questions are asked, they should have good answers. So before any of them proceeds to participate in this project, awareness project, they should sit down first and read all the materials themselves. They should know what is contained there. Because it will be bad for somebody to accost you, to ask you a question, then you say, sorry, I don't know what is it. They just gave me all these documents to circulate, and we are just circulating it. We don't know what it is. It will be very bad. Because if those who are opposed to Yoruba nation, the emergence of Yoruba nation, if they come across only one person who doesn't even know what we are, the awareness that we are circulating, that we are raising, they will take that single one and go and begin to blow it out on newspapers and television, that they interview them. The people said they don't even know why they are doing what they are doing. That can discredit what we are doing. So everyone who will participate in this project must ensure that they themselves, they educate themselves. They must be fully aware, they themselves. They should read all this material very well, and they should read any other material that will assist them. Our colleague Aliyu has done a marvelous job. He has thrown up a lot of issues. And all those issues, he has even mentioned the sources of all those issues. So please let all of us go and educate ourselves more. As per the legal assistance or legal structure that we are putting in place, we are going to have three coordinating lawyers in every state, one for each senatorial district. One for each senatorial district. There are 3 senatorial districts in each state. This campaign exercise is going to cover 10 states. So we are going to have 3 lawyers in place in each state, making 30 lawyers. Those 30 lawyers will coordinate, because each senatorial district is very big. It consists of several local governments. So we cannot just say we need only one coordinator. We are going to have 3 coordinators for each state, and we are going to give out contact phone numbers, so that if anything happens in any state, you know who to call at any time. and we then engage you, ask questions, and know what is happening and so on. They will determine what to do, and they will step up whatever action is necessary to be carried out. The human rights protection work is being done by the Center for the Rule of Law. So all those lawyers will be deployed by the Center for the Rule of Law. The Center for Law is a human rights organization that is actually anchored by lawyers. All this struggle that we are doing, we are following it every bit, every day, every step. And whatever report we give out to the international community is a report with integrity. It has every weight. We have all our networks in place. So we want to enjoy every other people to make our work easy by not engaging in any violent acts, by not engaging anybody in any arguments. Just do the awareness, give all these materials and move to the next place, move to the next place. If they ask you any question, and tell them the answer to the question is in the leaflet. Let them go and sit down and read it. Don't spend too much time with one person. Move on to the next person. Tell them what the issue is and that all the details are in that document. Let them go and read. After reading, let them also give it to another person to read. It is when you engage in argument with people, that's where violence comes in. Let us avoid it, please. And if anybody is harassed by the police or whatever, those documents, there is nothing criminal there. All the information there are on the website of the Federal Bureau of Statistics. You find them. They are in newspapers. They are everywhere. So anybody having those documents, it's not a seditious document. It's not a treasonable document. It's not a criminal document. So let us have that. We are assuring you that all those legal assistance will be in place just in case of need. But if those who will participate, if they follow the instructions carefully, there's going to be no problem with anybody. So, but just in case there is, we have lawyers who will respond. Before the date of the commencement of that program, the contact details will be calculated. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Barrister Olashukbo Ojo, for that wonderful piece by you. I think the next thing we have to do now, since we've encountered some little bits of hitches along the line, now maybe it is time we take questions from some of you. Yes, I can see, the first hand I'm seeing in front of me is Mama Motukpe. So I'm going to unmute you and maybe you can ask your questions in just 1 minute.
Good evening, everybody. I actually don't have a question, but I have a contribution to everything that Mr. Aliu and Sister Buki have spoken about. I want to thank them for all their hard work, but they talked about distributing, coordinating, and leaving this thing to the grassroots. I think there should be a national coordinator. One, I think we should all start contributing money centrally that will be used for this project. Because if we can we hear me? Sorry, am I talking? Yeah. Okay. We should contribute money to and have a pause where these people will be taking money from. If we leave it to a group in Oyo, Ibadan, in everything, you will find out that some areas will be lacking, some wards, some states, but if those people who conceive these ideas, they understand what they want to do, and it appears to be a laudable thing, if they are also supported with funds to roll out this project and they oversee, there will be a check and balances, and most importantly, there will be what we call quality assurance. That is, we will know that they are doing the same thing all over. The same poster that is printed in Lagos is what they are using in Ibadan. If we leave the printing and some aspects to each of the states, we might not get the same output or outcome as other states. So I would want to suggest that the coordinators of this program, or those who brought out the ideas, they should still be primarily involved in the distribution. That's my suggestion.
We sincerely thank you for your contribution. With regards, Gagabi Mr. Liu, she saw we want to, even though we will have a national coordinator, we believe it's better if we have people from each state, because our more oye àwọn bó ṣe ń ṣe ètò ara wọn, àwọn tí Ondo state oye àwọn bó ṣe ń ṣe ètò ara wọn, because ọ̀rọ̀ owó òun náà la ṣe ní most of the things we need are materials. Táwa lè sọ pé okay, our materials tá need wọn lélẹ́yìí, then people within Oyo, they can be able to coordinate themselves. So I believe in that case, it would go around. So Esho Goma, Ama Atiba Imoni, Adema Konsile, Ama Mulu. So Makpe on my list, Makpe Dr. Oye Abioye. Si wọ́n bá lè tó bá ní ìbéèrè àbí ẹni other Dr. Oye Abioye, if you can unmute yourself, sir.
Yeah. I should go Muki Olotu Ki Ubo. I want to contribute lately. Let preach near very more in Canada. Concerning Kati Ejo Emabino, against all in Bodia, story Yoruba me problem. What I want to suggest, if we can use the smaller groups, because here, at least I've been from BC, Alberta, Manitoba, and stuff like that, to Ontario. I know we have smaller groups of Nigerian community. If we had any petition, if you want to send it to me, I can do that, and I will make sure that they all get those petitions, and that way, signing those petitions would not be a problem. And that's one thing. And also, I also applauded Mr. Lee for a very good job he's done statistically, which is very, very good. These are the things that we need to put in for people to really understand what exactly are we fighting for. And also, like he also said, if we have it, and I'm sure you probably have done it, I'm not sure. But going forward, any petition going out should be, I've written on the chat box, I'm not sure if it's been read or something, but we need to coordinate that particular aspect so that whatever petition will be wanted to represent, which will capture what demands are, and exactly what we want out of it. This is my contribution. There you go.
Hello, sorry, did you have a question? Hello, Mr. K, are you there?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. Mo pe Ọmọ Ọlọ́run, if you can ask your question very quickly because I want to know one pọ̀ so that I phone as many as we can. Láyè. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run, you've been asked to unmute yourself. So once we are waiting for Omolong, I will call.
I'm here now. Sorry, I was
muted. Okay, go on.
So nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé mo fẹ́ kí Mr. Liu àti Sister Bukky pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́ wọn ò ní ṣe lásán lágbára Ọlọ́run. Pọ́ìntì kan tí mo fẹ́ raise ni tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa mọ̀ ń pa nípa petition tán ló ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ń sìn. It was due to the meeting, joint meeting. Sorry about that. Joint meeting. See our Middle Belt, Southwest, and the Igbos. I think they agreed, that the Constitution has to come down, so that it will help us as well. That's what I gather from Mr. Victor Nnamdi about the importance of that Constitution coming down. So that petition was not directly from Professor Akintoye. It was a joint one. That's point number one. Then another thing I want to say is about, creating the awareness to the grassroots. And I believe we need money, before we can do this. And we need to involve some of our youths at home, because I think they will need some things. Láti pé kó lè ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́, àwọn tó dà àwọn ìyá wa tí wọ́n tàn kàwé lọ títí, àwọn ọmọ tó wà Nàìjíríà wọ́n lè ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti lo laptop láti lè bá wọn sign petition yẹn. Tá bá lè gbìyànjú àti provide laptop fún wọn. Ó dàbí pé Mr. Liu, I think motivate point yìí pẹ̀lú wọn náà nípa nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ yẹn láwọn lè ṣe. So that's my little contribution. And
so so yeah,
hello.
So hello.
Okay. Say
Mr. Liu, before you come on, let me ejaculate you note it down.
Okay.
Then say so that we can take as many questions as possible. Because àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ tó ń náwó ẹ jẹ́ pé Wálé Òní, I'm just going through my list. Wálé Òní, if he can unmute himself.
Yes, Mr. Khalid, everybody.
Wálé Òní.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going.
I shall. Thank you very much. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Sister Bukky àti Mr. Aliu and Mr. Ojo for all your contributions so far. Ẹ ṣé gan, gbogbo ọ̀tẹ̀ sọ ó really show iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ti ṣe sílẹ̀ nípa ètò yìí. Thank you so much. Very quickly, mo kàn ní about two quick questions. The first one ni pé kí ni time scale tí mark for this launching this petition? Ìgbà wo ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀? And gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Ọlọ́run ṣe sọ just quickly a short while ago, I think it would be nice to coordinate and link this to the 90-day kind of notice tí wọ́n give ní Professor Akintoye and the Middle Belt and the Igbos to give in the middle of December, given a 90-day notice of the federal government nípa this 1999 constitution. I think, Tabali coordinates this awareness program. That 90-day notice, I think it will expire towards the middle or end of March this year. So there's time to, if we can gather the awareness to kind of coincide with the deadline from federal government. My other point is, I would just a suggestion, once the petition has started and has been officially launched, that maybe we have to have a timetable. For example, I would suggest maybe 3 times a week, on a Monday, maybe Wednesday and Friday or Saturday, for that petition to be sent out through all the various social media platforms, because probably petition, people see them and sometimes they don't feel it straight away. And when you want to feel it, you can't find it, or you've deleted it on your phone. And I think it will help if the petition, if we have like a timetable to make sure that the petition is going out regularly, so that think about maybe on a Monday, then you catch it maybe later in the week. And I think that is all I have. Oh yeah, one more other point. This awareness program of using leaflets and all this, materials there, so is good. But I know that obviously this is not the kind of thing that are advertised in Nigeria. But I would suggest for somebody like Baba Professor Akitoye, he has a very large audience. He does lots of interviews. Tabali engage Baba. And if you can maybe just mention and plug the petition. And in fact, I heard him on a previous program just 2 days ago, where he said that he can, he's quite willing to, give a plug to any petition that is going. And I think Tabali link the awareness program and the fact that, we can't advertise this on a radio or TV in Nigeria, but somebody like Baba Akitoye, if he gives many interviews, and it will be a great opportunity. Somebody mentioned it, and I'm sure he will do it. Eshe, that's all I have. Thank you.
Yeah. Eshe Gon, Emenuba time frame. I think what we're getting in terms of time frame is the awareness needs to go out, and all these are coming in place. So Bukitawo would speak on that later on. I'll just call Bukitawa. I hope you're noting the question. He asked about the time frame, if we can get it within the 90 days that they've given the force majeure. And then he's also asked if we can link it to Baba. I believe our lawyers who are working, this is not just one working, and we know that Baba can give it loads of weight. But what we need to understand is it's all of the Yoruba people that needs to put hands together to make this actually work. So I'm going to call Olaolu Isaac quickly. Esheni Shoki between 1 and 2 minutes, so that we can take as many questions as possible. Eshego. Olaolu Isaac, I've asked you to unmute. If you can.
Yeah, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ mo dúpẹ́. Mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi báyìí.
À ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ má sọ.
Ṣé ti ń gbọ́ mi?
Ẹ má pẹ́ ṣe ní ṣókí ètò.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Àgbàtà ti ń pè wá. Mo dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀, mi lè má dárúkọ torí àkókò. Ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn tó pé iṣẹ́ takuntakun gidi ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Àbá kan tèmi kàn fẹ́ mú wá, òun ni wípé
Àgbọ̀ yín mọ́ o. Olaolu Isaac, let's. Olaoluwa, if you can unmute yourself, I think you muted yourself, mistake.
Chatting going. Chatting going. Aha, ẹ ṣé. Mo ní àbá tèmi fẹ́ mú wá ní wípé nítorí pé mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Mo ní nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn wa wọ́n wà nínú ahéré káàkiri gbogbo àwọn ìgbèríko wọn yẹn ibẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ sí. Tábàdẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ awareness. Ó ṣe ṣe káwọn èèyàn lọ bẹ̀ lóòótọ́ kí wọ́n sọ fún wọn kọ́ dẹ̀ embrace the program yìí kọ́ dẹ̀ embrace petition yẹn. But àti fíìlì ẹ̀ ń kọ́. Àbátẹ̀mí ò bá mú wá onímọ̀tò wá ti mẹ́nu bàálẹ̀ kan yẹn bóyá wọ́n yàn ọmọ ọlọ́run wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká gbìyànjú ká provide laptop fún àwọn èèyàn ká dẹ̀ lòdù ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú data ọ̀nà tá a bá lè gbà ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú ẹ̀ sódà táwọn èèyàn á lọ bóyá ọjà kan ní o bóyá ibi àpéjọpọ̀ kan ní o àwọn èèyàn á lọ wọ́n á jòkó tí wọ́n á bá wọn fill petition yẹn àárín ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì pé a rí pé nọ́mbà yẹn ti máa pé but abákan lọ kẹtẹ̀lẹ́nẹ̀s lásán tí a ò make provision fún wọn ṣe máa fill petition yẹn nígbà tó bá jáde ó ká sì struggle díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tábà ní ká concentrate sáàárín ìlú nìkan majority àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ Yorùbá wọn ò gbé láàárín ìlú ńláńlá wọ̀nyẹn bí Èkó bí Ìbàdàn bí Òṣogbo nǹkan yẹn tó mo fẹ́ ká ronú ìyẹn náà dáadáa ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣàkíyèsí ẹ ṣe contribution tèmi nìyẹn.
Ok, ẹ ṣe gan ẹ jẹ́ pé Mr. Aliu torí question yẹn ti ń pọ̀ kán lè dáhùn díẹ̀ nínú àwọn question tàtẹ̀yìnwá náà. Mr. Aliu, just ní ṣókí 2 minutes tẹ́ bá lè dáhùn àwọn questions wọ̀nyẹn then I'll call about 3, 4, 5 people as well. Mr. Aliu, are you unmuted? Ẹ jẹ́ má bínú ẹ jẹ́ wá Mr. Aliu. Mr. Ali, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Lórí àwọn ìbéèrè kan béèrè ẹ tẹ̀sí ní sharp. Nípa tọ̀rọ̀ ìtọ́nsọ tó ní 1999 constitution ní petition kan fẹ́ attack. Tẹ́ bá wo petition yẹn dáadáa, ó kó southern part of Nigeria papọ̀ àti middle belt. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó wrong pẹ̀lú petition yẹn but n tá n pariwo náà ni pé ní now a sọ pé ní southern Nigeria a ti kó àwọn south a ti kó wọn papọ̀ a ti kó south east papọ̀ a ti kó south west papọ̀ the same thing a ti kó middle belt. Ǹjẹ́ tẹ́ bá bí ẹni tó wà ní Benue sọ́dúnmọ̀ nípa petition yìí rárá kò mọ̀ nípa petition yìí the same thing with Niger State the same thing from Benue State the same thing from somebody from Abuja somebody from Kogi State somebody from Kwara State ẹ bá bí wọ́n lè rí pé ní ǹjẹ́ wọ́n máa ń pa petition kan tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ tó ń fẹ́ fi kill 1999 constitution wọn ò mọ̀ kí ló sì fà á kò sí awareness yìí ò sí tí ò bá fi lè sí awareness gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tá a bá ń káàkiri kò lè fly òun la fi ń sọ nípa pé ní lápèjúwe nísìn ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa la fẹ́ sign petition fún àwọn south east o àwa la fẹ́ sign petition fún àwọn south àwa la fẹ́ sign petition fún middle belt say is it for Yorùbá but this is for southern Nigeria and the middle belt so tá a bá create awareness down to the grassroots petition yìí ò lè lọ ẹ wò tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ petition nísìn láti kẹ́bi how many weeks nísìn kò fly problem ti petition yẹn nìyẹn kò tí ì sí awareness tó bá lè create awareness down to the grassroots pẹ̀lú ìta àfẹ́ gbé jáde nísìn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìkan ni a mọ̀ pé ní agbára wa lè kálẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀yẹn ni wọ́n dùn tá a fẹ́ ṣe nísìn tá a sọ pé ní a fẹ́ ṣe a sì believe pé ní it's a big task talk less of pé aláàfẹ́ kó south east south àti middle belt there is nothing wrong in that but ǹjẹ́ àwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ south east àti south àti middle belt ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ wọ́n ò mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ẹnu àwọn táwa ní social media ni pé nìkan la mọ̀ pé ní first major tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ so nídìí eléyìí báwo ni petition ti fẹ́ di grassroots problem tí ìyẹn nìyẹn then wọ́n tún ṣe ìbéèrè nípa pé ní báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe nípa distribution àwọn material tá a fẹ́ ṣe àti ní structure kalẹ̀ everything to set àti ṣiṣẹ́ wa kalẹ̀ gbogbo tó yẹ ká prepare àti prepare kalẹ̀ níta à ń fẹ́ ni pé ní kí àwọn èèyàn wá support wa then wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé Professor Banji Akintoye àwọn náà ni leader Yorùbá àwọn náà lẹni tó yẹ pé ní wọ́n jáde nínú gbogbo àwọn àgbààgbà yìí àwọn nìkan wọ́n jáde so we must give him that respect as a leader but this Yorùbá nation tá à ń sọ is bigger than personality and is bigger than any organization the moment tá bá ti attach ẹ̀ mọ́ personality àti níbi tá à ń lọ ẹ rí i pé ní ẹ wo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ bó ṣe fọ́ káàkiri from Yoruba World Congress ibẹ̀ ní àwọn míì ti jáde Yoruba World Assembly ti jáde ibẹ̀ ní Yoruba Global Alliance ti jáde tẹ́wọ́ fi lè attach ẹ̀ mọ́ bàbá kan àbí attach ẹ̀ mọ́ any organization à ń tara wa ní o the best thing ni pé ní this petition is for the Yorubas ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú anybody Yorùbá ló ní petition yìí ẹ má jà attach ẹ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ tẹ́wọ́ fi lè attach ẹ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ àbí ẹnìkan níbi kankan lọ because gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ no matter wọ́n bá ṣe rí àwọn náà lérò títí wọn tẹ́wọ́ fi lè sọ pé ní ẹ ti attach ẹ̀ mọ́ personality kan àwọn tí wọ́n ní problem pẹ̀lú personality yẹn wọn ò ní support o àwọn tó máa ní problem pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ kan wọn ò ní support and that is why tá a fi ń pariwo pé ní eléyìí is for the Yoruba is for the Yorubas kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú any personality then àwọn níta fẹ́ distribute tá a sọ yìí nísìn a ti ní àwọn committee a ní committee on petition a ní committee sorry time factor ló fà tí mi ò fi dé gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ a ti ní committee on awareness a ní appraiser committee so that gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ tó máa fún wọn ní feedback ká fi wo okay kí ni alelo SWOT analysis kí ni strength wa kí ni weaknesses wa kí ni àwọn opportunity tó wà nílẹ̀ so that within a very short time a máa débi tá a lọ kí ni ìyá àfẹ́ pariwo rẹ̀ afẹ́ ṣe ní ọ̀nà àwẹ̀ ni the moment a bá fi lè pariwo rẹ̀ àwọn politician máa jákè torí rẹ̀ ni pé ní gbogbo tá a fẹ́ ṣe àti ní structure kalẹ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ wà lóríṣiríṣi àwọn professional organization irú for example nísìn àwọn auto mechanics wọn lẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn carpentry wọn ní ẹgbẹ́ àwọn hairdresser àwọn náà ní union tiwọn àwọn tailoring service wọn ní union tiwọn àwọn plumbers wọn ní union tiwọn electrician wọn ní union tiwọn bricklayers wọn ní union tiwọn gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yìí àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ láti ṣètò ẹ̀ kalẹ̀ ẹni tá a nídìí lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn tá à ń bẹ̀ yín òun náà ni pé ní a nídìí contribution gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kí kálukú wá support tá à ń ṣe yìí kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú pé ẹnìkan personality àbí bàbá kan àbí ẹnìkan no táwa fi lè ṣe báyẹn àríbi tá à ń lọ ẹ má jà á tara wa ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí program tẹ́ wà lórí ètò yìí ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ pé ní program ti wà ńlẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ní kálukú even within the media bẹ́lẹ̀ bá eléyìí ó bu eléyìí ẹni tó bá tún wá rí kó fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa wọ́n tún máa gbéra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ tẹ́ bá rí wọn ebú tèmi gan ti gbà lórí kínní àbí ti sabuki mọ́ lọ àwọn lẹ́tà tó ti jáde tó ti ń bèbú àwọn kan náà ló tún ṣe yẹn láàfin sọ yìí pé ní àti àtàtì kínní mọ́ ẹni ẹgbẹ́ ni so finally kí n fi wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa time frame wa ń tà àwọn èèyàn ní pé ní táwọn èèyàn bá support ó máa yá wa àfẹ́ kó pẹ́ within very few weeks ká ṣe ń tàṣe pápápá kí ẹ ṣe ń tà máa waste time ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ètò yìí tẹ́ wà lórí platform tó yẹ pé lóòótọ́ ni gbogbo ibi tẹ́ kálukú ti work from mo sì mọ̀ pé ní kálukú yín work from various organization ni ẹ support ń tà wà lẹ̀ nǹkan Yorùbá ni kò ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ tẹ́ bá fi lè support ẹ̀ ó máa yá wa ògìgì la máa ṣètò that kó tó di pé àwọn security kìíní wọ́n fẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n disturb àwọn èèyàn pápá láti máa parí ẹ̀ so ẹni tí mo lè dáhùn for now nìyẹn ẹ ṣeun.
ok ẹ ṣe gan ẹ jẹ́ pé pásítọ̀ Òkèbíọ̀run kò sí kọ́ wọ́n ní ìbéèrè so pásítọ̀ Òkèbíọ̀run kò sí tẹ́ bá lè ọ̀run ní ìtara yín.
ẹ ṣe sá thank you ọ̀dà ìmọ̀lá àti gbogbo mo kí gbogbo wa o ní ṣókí nǹkan méjì ni mo fẹ́ fi draw attention wa sí so that a lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tànmọ́lẹ̀ yẹn náà sí gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn ìyẹn nípa àṣepọ̀ wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí Yorùbá number one and then màá tí wàá sọ lórí petition yẹn gan options tá a ní láti lè jẹ́ kí nọ́mbà yẹn kó rise very very quickly number one nípa ti Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ kó yẹ wa pé àìní ìmọ̀ àbí nǹkan ló ń jẹ́ kí ó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àrùn lọ sápá kan ẹ wò ó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ mo ṣe ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwa 100 ọgọ́rùn-ún la wà lórí Zoom yìí kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni méjì tó ń lórúkọ kan náà lórí Zoom tá a wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kò sí èèyàn méjì jẹ́ pé orúkọ wọn jẹ́ kan náà ṣùgbọ́n bàbá kan ní gbogbo wa ní Yorùbá lórúkọ ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ so bá a ṣe lè sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí 100 of us from different houses from different addresses jẹ́ pé a lè máa jọ jíròrò pọ̀ nísìnyí ẹ̀mí yẹn gan ló yẹ kó wà nínú wa pé tá a bá tẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ àtúntò ìpínlẹ̀ akínwá sọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́rin kí ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́rin ẹgbẹ́ kan náà kò tí ì sọ pé a kì í ṣe Yorùbá tó kádẹ lóríṣiríṣi orúkọ so tẹgbẹ́ yìí bá ń jẹ́ YWC tẹgbẹ́ yìí jẹ́ YWA tọ́ yẹn jẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè tọ́ yẹn jẹ́ Yorùbá Affairs orúkọ ló yàtọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀mí Yorùbá kan náà ni bàbá kan náà ni wa
n fẹ́ ká mọ̀ yẹn láti fẹ́ encourage àwọn tí wọn kì í bára wọn ṣe kò necessary at all. Ayé àtijọ́ la ti ń rò yẹn nísìnyí omi tuntun ti rò ní òye aláwa 2021 ẹ jẹ́ bá sọ fún wọn pé a máa bára wa ṣe o. I mean 100 of us here we have different names. So each one of us is a group. So if you have any other group that have different names, they are just different names. They are not different in the spirit. They are not different in the Father. Yoruba, Oduduwa, Kono ni gbogbo number 1. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá tọmọ lẹ́yìn kẹ́ everybody kó jókòó ẹ̀ padà. Ìkọ̀kan ni wá oríṣi kan láti gbọ́ láti jáde. Bí a ṣe ní orúkọ tó yàtọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ́gbẹ́ ní orúkọ tó yàtọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀mí kan náà ló wà number 1. Then number 2 ni nípa ti petition. Mo fẹ́ béèrè ní sà, ẹ sọ fún mi, àwọn wo là ń fẹ́ kó sign petition yìí? Ṣé Yorùbá nìkan ní ilé àti ní ṣé Yorùbá nìkan la fẹ́ kó sign àbí everybody ní gbogbo àgbáyé tó bá lè get petition ẹ jẹ́ bá mi dáhùn kọ́ yẹn ló máa jẹ́ kí lè sọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ bọ́dà Ìmọ̀lá àbí bọ́dà Aliu. Àwọn wo ló lè sign petition yẹn sà?
Mr. Aliu, I don't know if you are managing Mr.
Àwọn tó máa sign petition yìí. Àwọn Yorùbá
ló lè sign ẹ̀ ṣé tó Yorùbá wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́jọ́ rẹ̀ mi ṣó lè sign ẹ̀.
Àwọn tó máa sign petition yẹn Yorùbá tó wà nílé àti Yorùbá tó wà ní diaspora.
Yorùbá nìkan ni ó lè sign ẹ̀ so àwọn dúdú tó máa ń pariwo wá.
Eléyìí ẹjẹ́ ìsàwọn kankan kó clear ntí petition fi yàtọ̀ gbogbo petition tó ń kọ ìmí ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé protecting the southern Nigeria ìmí ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé ìyẹn kọ́ làwọn sọ petition tètè léyìí petition tó máa lè sún adé bíi referendum ni but after awareness gangan ni only the main thing tó yíwá important àwọn tó ń sign rẹ̀ Yorùbá ló máa sign rẹ̀ àti nílé lóko àti ní diaspora anywhere tọ́mọ Yorùbá bá wà àwọn máa sign rẹ̀ àmọ́ pé ní majority àwọn tó yẹ kó sign rẹ̀ ta prefer jùlọ òun náà ní Yorùbá tó ń gbé lókè.
Ìdí tí mo ṣe béèrè ni wípé nǹkan méjì ló so mọ́ number 1 ni awareness number 1 ni number of signees auto sign ẹ̀ awareness nílé fún àwọn èèyàn wa nílé torí kan bá lè jáde tí referendum bá dé number 2 ni number because nígbà táwọn wọlé ẹ̀kan rí George Floyd tó lọ bí 29 million adẹ̀rí some other ones nígbà tí booking show ẹ̀ tó lọ bí something million àwọn George Floyd yẹn kì í ṣe Amẹ́ríkà nìkan láti sign ẹ̀ o gbogbo àgbáyé ni o ló fi pọ̀ tó yẹn so tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nípa àti awareness ni ó dà pé a máa pín sí méjì tẹ́lẹ̀ nọ́mbà yẹn gan tá a need because àwọn tá a fẹ́ mú petition lọ bá àwọn United Nations bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àwọn British Parliament àwọn American Parliament àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ pé àwọn yẹn la fẹ́ lọ mú bá kò yẹ kó jẹ́ Yorùbá nìkan gbogbo dúdú tó bá wà láyé everybody tó bá support Yorùbá nation so ìdí ẹ̀ ni wípé mo lọ wo kí ni báwo la ṣe lè get across sí gbogbo dúdú àti gbogbo àgbáyé now Nigeria ní number 7 tó pọ̀ jù jẹ́ pé populated nation láti gbogbo àgbáyé Nigeria is number 7 okay mo á lọ sí Nigeria pé àwọn wo ló tẹ̀ pọ̀ jù Nigeria yẹn mo á rí pé Yorùbá ló kó the highest population nínú Nigeria so in that case Yorùbá is the highest single race population in the world. So the highest black populated people in the world, we deserve to have our nation. That could be an angle of looking at it. So make sense. They will join us. We are the sole black race that has the highest population, 47 or 50 million in the world, in one single place. Brazil, we are going to 100. So from that point of view, the whole world we want to see reason with us, even the black people, mo lè máa ṣàlàyé àlè máa sọ the details ní ìsìn bọ́dà ìlú yèmí pẹ̀lú ilé sọ̀rọ̀ àti sísàbókì àti èémọ́lá a lè sọ̀rọ̀ lórí detail analysis yẹn wọ́n ń ṣe analysis yẹn ni mo rí pé tábàdíkà dúró nípa Yorùbá nìkan nílé gbogbo black afẹ́ ṣe èyí ká kọ́ kọ̀ǹpútà lọ fún wọn ká máa lọ fọ ọjà tó ọjà ó máa pẹ́ ó máa take time. Mo feel pé awareness number kí yẹn máa lọ kí awareness yẹn máa lọ then ká máa pursue number and the way we can quickly raise the number is to get the whole world to support us and they will support us because they know that we are desire to be recognized as a nation. We are the highest populated nation in the whole world. So you understand? Our point méjì yẹn ni mo fẹ́ ká put in mind. I will discuss here further after this meeting how to perfect it. Thank you, sir.
Ẹ ṣe gan. So mo fẹ́ pe Ayọ̀délé Jẹ́gẹ́dẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ó dàbí pé kò ní ọ́díò so máa pe Mr. Olúfẹ́mi Olújìmí bó dẹ̀ ṣe obìnrin ni ẹ má bínú o Olúfẹ́mi Olújìmí mo ti ní kẹ́ ọ̀ mute ara yín.
Ẹ ṣe ṣe ń gbọ́ mi sá.
Ẹ ṣe ní ṣókí.
Okay. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ sà nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ní sàlódé ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa repeat nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn bá ti sọ ìyẹn lọ sí àwọn Mr. Aliu àti àwọn tó wá ń sa question because repetition pọ̀ nínú àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ. Anyway nípa awareness yẹn mo rántí pé bàbá àròpọ̀ ni wọ́n ní wọ́n ti ṣe app kan. Kí ló dé tí awareness yẹn ò lọ sìn gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa kí a gba gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti support ká gba orúkọ ẹ̀ kí app yẹn jẹ́ bíi bank orúkọ lọ wà ń bẹ̀ torí àwọn òyìnbó àwọn máa ń ṣe permutation and computation àbáyé máa ń sọ ní àwọn mathematics a máa ti mọ nǹkan tí àwọn mọ̀ kí person yẹn kó tó jáde tá a bá ti get gbogbo àwọn tó support orúkọ tá a bá ti tó wà lórí app yẹn àti mọ iye tá a jẹ́ tí person yẹn bá jáde a máa kó síbẹ̀ a máa kó sínú kinní yẹn máa pélé nǹkan náà lọ so mo fẹ́ ká mọ ìyẹn ká ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ìyẹn lẹ́lẹ́kejì ẹ má bínú o tí a bá ti ń ṣe meeting mo fi pé ó yàtọ̀ sí lecture at some point mo ti rò pé lecture ni à ń bá lọ torí rẹ̀ pé àwọn organizer àwọn ni wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan contribute kan bíi 2 hours làwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí contribute ẹ̀ yẹ ká ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ìyẹn jọ so kí ó máa jẹ́ ànínà ẹ ṣe sá ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ yẹn.
Ẹ ṣe gan máa pe Báyọ̀ kó unmute ara ẹ̀ kó lè béèrè ìbéèrè ẹ̀. Mr. Aliu ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa take note àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó sọ so that when I call on you you can. Mr. Bayo, if you can unmute yourself.
Hang on, I got to go. Sorry. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you now.
Ẹ ṣeun for. Ẹ ṣeun láti fún mi ní àǹfààní láti sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò ní pẹ́. Few things tí mo fẹ́ sọ. One of them would be like suggestion in addition, then there'll be a bit of question. Mo mọ̀ pé Alàgbà Òjó wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa the rights pé láti ṣe àwọn èèyàn láti ṣe bóra bíi pamphlets kò tí bóyá fẹ́ jagun but a mọ̀ pé as it today ìjọba tó wà nílé ibi the best word we could use if I'm allowed it's a bit of rogue government tó jẹ́ pé anything right it doesn't bother them. They are fighting their own personal interest. So a good of years ago, I'm talking about leaflet and all this. But in addition to that, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tí mo wà a ti ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ kan nílẹ̀ láti ra data. Àwọn data yìí phone data àwọn ìyá lọ́jà àwọn mechanic nǹkankan tí àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìmọ̀ lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ tí a bá ní data bírú ìgbà tá a wò ó bí ó máa ná wa tó bí 5 million naira láti ra data bí like 50 million data phone number ni mo sọ yìí o 50 million phone data gbogbo nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Òkìtì ní Ọ̀ṣun ní Ògùn Lagos State ní o so by this tí àwọn messages bá ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn local people yìí tí àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ tún ń lọ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ torí each person we are looking at bí 50 to 60 million Yoruba people in Yoruba land. It will be extremely difficult láti àwọn mercenaries tá a sọ yìí láti rí pé wọ́n get across to even half of them. It's quite a large number. In a day, tá a bá ṣe calculation, how many people can a person reach in a day? Then in a week, in a month, it will be quite a lot. We will be fighting even to reach 1 million in almost a month. So, but tabani data to yẹ pé I send the just bulk message to them. We need to be smart. we need, because smart time láwa yìí bírú COVID tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn smart app ni wọ́n ń lò láti fi trace ẹ̀. So ó máa ná wa lówó, no doubt. Dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe kínní lẹ́ẹ̀mejì lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ẹ̀kan náà la fẹ́ ṣe. So owó yẹn and the structure to get it done, we need to make sure that it's that before we roll it on. So then mommy wa kan sọ̀rọ̀ pa laptop. I don't think we need laptop. Phone I need, because the laptop kiri, it can be exposing. What a smartphone would do, what a laptop would do, a smartphone would do it as well. So it's very important, and we also need to think as we are kind of attacking. We need to think of defending, because yes, there are so many people that may not be interested in even to Yoruba. So data here would be a good way to make sure that we don't expose a good number of our people to unnecessary danger.
Ẹ ṣeun alàgbà Báyọ̀ fún ìmọ̀ràn yín. So kí a tó pe the next person, mo kàn fẹ́ lámọ̀ràn tí Pastor Kebí Ọmọgòsì tó fún wa ní ẹ̀kan. Ṣé rí kì í ṣe Yorùbá nìkan ló lè sign petition yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n àwa fẹ́ kí ó jẹ́ pé Yorùbá tó máa sign yẹn wọ́n pọ̀. Then àwọn Yorùbá tó máa sign petition yẹn àti àwọn èèyàn tó máa sign yẹn, both àwọn Yorùbá àti àwọn ẹ̀yà míì ní location 9 and everywhere in the diaspora. So a fẹ́ kí ìyẹn kó yé wa, so that ọ̀nì sọ pé ìwọ ń ṣe Yorùbá, so we sign yẹn. Anybody who believes in the struggle of our agitation is welcome to sign the petition. Then another thing ni pé Sherry lórí the most important one ni awareness yẹn. Awareness yẹn lọ́kàn àwọn èèyàn wa ó ti wà lára wọn pé wọ́n fẹ́ ká jáde, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan kan tá a fẹ́ revive nìyẹn pé kí wọ́n mọ̀ pé yes, àwọn ti àti Yorùbá ti ṣetán láti dá dúró. Then nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ sọ ni pé lóòótọ́ 100 ni wá lórí ìkànnì yìí, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó fẹ́ wọlé mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n lé ní over 200. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wọlé wọ́n lé ní over, in fact mo lè ní 300 to 500. So ẹ̀bẹ̀ ni máa bẹ̀ yín. This is the first meeting that I shape to host this meeting, and I share meeting here to be more than 100 capacity, but I think we've been limited. So kí àwọn èèyàn lọ sórí Facebook, YNN website, you can get more information on it. Facebook and some other media platform. So the next meeting tá bá máa ṣe, a mọ̀ pé ó máa pọ̀ ju báyìí lọ. So a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ dáàdì wa tó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sìn Báyọ̀. Máa pé Adex kó béèrè question yẹn. Ẹ jọ a ní bí 20 minutes. So àwọn èèyàn tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ either contribute or say one or two things wọ́n pọ̀. So àwọn tá a bá pè ẹ jọ ẹ̀bẹ̀ la bẹ̀ yín kẹ́ ẹ tètè kẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe ní ṣókí, so that káwọn ẹlòmíín náà lè ráyè dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ, because ayé máa pín Sister Bukky náà wá kọ́ lè summarize gbogbo ọ̀tá tí ṣe sẹ́yìn. So Adesh, ẹ bá lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ question yín, ẹ má pẹ́ ẹ jọ.
Láti make a brief ẹ̀mí lọ́rọ̀ pọ̀ láti sọ.
everyone ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí a join àwọn platform YNN fún information wa. So Sister Bukky máa paste ẹ̀ sórí kíni everybody máa lè rí Telegram wa WhatsApp wa. Then tí ẹ bá ti join ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ spread ẹ̀ kéyìí many people lè wá tí ẹ bá ti join ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ try tí ẹ bá ti kọ orúkọ yín state of origin local government of origin ward and nearest street then phone number try to indicate it. Then indicate either you are a sponsor or volunteer. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká miss ibi local government àbí state ẹ bá ní 80% access tí ní kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sílẹ̀ because ẹlòmíì ó wá láti Ọ̀yọ́ ó dẹ̀ ń gbé ní Lagos so ó máa lọ kọ state of origin Ọ̀yọ́ local government of origin ó máa lọ kọ Lagos so kò tally. Enjoy my track and make correction. Thank you.
God, Adesh. So, in fact, when you're band so by Amatete, àwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ máa lè dá sí. Adépúpọ̀ọ́lá ó dàbẹ́ ni pé mo ti pè yín tẹ́lẹ̀. Mi ò sure. Ọmọjọwọ́ Victor. Tẹ́ bá lè unmute ara yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe ní ṣókí. Ọmọjọwọ́ Victor.
Ẹ ṣe mi ní jẹ́ kọ̀rọ̀ mi ó jìnà. Èmi ti fẹ́ jáde already because you invite wa sí meeting láti seek opinion. I don't know how you mean the program. Fún aláyè ká sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀. We have been here more than 3-4 hours now. Anyway, tí líǹkì.
Ẹ má bínú sí wa.
Tí líǹkì petition yẹn tó bá ti jáde. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wà ní dání so iṣẹ́ táwa gbà ní tiwa we work we are ready to work and we á sọ fáwọn èèyàn so gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń pè wá àníkan ní sùúrù kan jẹ́ kí genuine petition kó jáde kó má di pé bí wọ́n ṣe bí wọ́n ṣọ̀ wọ́n mẹ́lẹ̀ tó jẹ́ gidi so tó bá ti ready ẹ sẹ́ndì sáwà kẹ́jẹ́ káwa lè fi ṣiṣẹ́ ta fẹ́ ṣe ẹ ṣe.
Ẹ ṣe gan inú wa dùn. Galaxy A40 mi ò mọ ẹni tó tẹ́bálẹ̀ unmute ara wọn Galaxy A40. Galaxy A40 tẹ́bálẹ̀ introduce ara yín kẹjọ kẹ bá ṣe ní ṣókí.
Ẹ ṣé o mo kí gbogbo àwọn adarí ètò yìí o. Mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo ìjókòó pátápátá ikú ètò. Nítorí kan fẹ́ sọ ni pé mi mọ̀ bóyá ẹ ti ṣe o àmọ́ tẹ́ bá ti ṣe ẹ kàn gba ọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹ̀ wò pé ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé awareness ni nǹkan tí ètò yìí dúró fún gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe program yẹn àwọn tí wọ́n ń bá wa polówó lórí platform oríṣiríṣi iṣẹ́ gidi ni wọ́n ń ṣe o mo dẹ̀ rò pé bóyá tẹ́ bá lè kọ́ńtàtì gbogbo àwọn bí olórí wọn lẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bí irú Mr. ọmọjọwó tó sọ̀rọ̀ ìlú kàtìǹtì gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi táwọn wò ní Facebook káàkiri tẹ́ bá lè báwọn olórí wọn sọ̀rọ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe lè tún máa gbé sórí program tiwọn náà ìyẹn ní àti gbogbo àwọn organisation lẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ẹ bá kọ́ńtàkì wọn pé ní tí ẹ gbé kalẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe rèé o torí ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àti àṣepọ̀ ló lè mú wa dé ilẹ̀ lérí so ẹ bá kọ́ńtàkì àwọn organisation èmi tó pé ó máa jẹun tí ó máa dà ẹ̀kẹta bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni pé petition yẹn bó ṣe yé mi sí ìdí tí wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ gbé jáde ti court mature àti tí wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn middle belt àti yíbo wà ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń sign lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ń sìn ó ti jáde ti pé mi go sign àná mo ẹ̀jẹ̀ sign tèmi wá fún àgbà tí mò ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní ká lọ ṣùgbọ́n bá ẹnìkan ti sọ mọ́ ti ní tẹ́fẹ́ ṣe yìí náà ń sìn pé kò bá dáa a lè work together ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe sọ náà pé kò ṣe kókó yéèyàn kan bóyá bàbá kan àbẹ́yìn kan máa ní abẹ́ jọ ìmọ̀ kì í ṣe yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ tí gbogbo ọwọ́ kó lè wà nínú ẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ lè jọra wọn ìyẹn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ ti organisation tí mo sọ àti àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe prógrámù àti petition yìí náà tá a bá lè gbèsíwájú àwọn yòókù náà ẹ̀dẹ̀jọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kó lè ó lè jọra wọn torí mo rí pé tó tẹgbẹ́ kalẹ̀ ètò tó dáa ni àmọ́ a gbọ́dọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tó kù náà sínú ẹ̀ kí ọ̀rọ̀ wa lè yíra kó dẹ̀ lè lọ straight tó nǹkan tí èmi kàn ní tí mo fẹ́ fi mo jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà lọ ẹ ṣeun gan-an wọ́n máa mú adélẹ̀ lérí.
Ẹ ṣe gan mọ́mì wa so a máa pe bí ẹni méjì àbí mẹ́ta sí ká tó pe sísà wa Bukky so that she will round up olórí dúró hastop tẹ́ bá lè ọmú ìtara yín ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe ní ṣókí ẹjọ́.
ẹ kú ètò inú mi dùn Jésù Kristi àjẹkọ kí gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe kò wọlé. nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé a sọ pé kí gbogbo wa ká papọ̀. gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí ìṣòro yẹn kìkì Yorùbá náà ni wọ́n sọ. wọ́n lè ní different organization ṣùgbọ́n inú mi á dùn á gbọ́dọ̀ máa kà wọ́n kan pé militant ni wọ́n ń ṣe báyìí. nínú òyìnbó tẹ̀mí wà àti militant o àti eléyìí jẹ́ militant gbogbo wọn náà ṣe pọ̀ wọ́n tẹ̀ mọ́ bó ṣe máa kádà ara wọn tó máa sọ tó máa ṣe kọ̀ fúnra wọn. gbogbo bí mo ṣe fẹ́ sí sí ìpọ̀ látàárọ̀ mo ṣe ṣáà sọ pé unity nígbà tí ẹ bá pẹ́ gbogbo àwọn kan tẹ́ ẹ̀ pé àwọn kan kò sí unity bẹ́ẹ̀ èyí ni mo fẹ́ sọ ń tèmi. tẹ́ ẹ bá wo gbogbo mídíà kò ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ èyí àtẹ́ gbogbo wọn ni mò ń gbọ́. àwọn kan wà tó dẹ̀ ní kí wọ́n dáadáa àwọn kan wà kò ṣe dáadáa. àwọn tó ti ṣe dáadáa sábà pèsè pẹ̀lú yín lórí ìwà wọn wọ́n á ṣe dáadáa nítorí náà nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ní tèmi nìyẹn. unity yẹn ó important. ẹ bá pẹ́ẹ́sì gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ jáde unity yẹn òun ni èmi wà ní tèmi tí mo dẹ̀ wá organize agbára ara wa ju ara lọ tó nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ ṣé o adúpẹ́ o mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín.
ẹ ṣeun gan ma olórí ẹ ṣeun gan ma ẹ máa pé Kẹ́hìndé Akíntọ́lá tẹ bá lè bá wa ṣe ní ṣókí ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
ẹ kálẹ́ o
Kẹ́hìndé Akíntọ́lá
ẹgbẹ́ mi
ẹ kálẹ́
ẹ ra ta ẹ ṣe pé ètò ìlú ẹ̀kọ́ atótónu ọlọ́run àbáwá ṣe lédò àti wà lẹ́yìn o ìjókòó ta lẹ́yìn ò ní jẹ́ lásán o gbogbo ìta bá dé gbọ́nà ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kéde àyèdè wá láàrin wa o. yà bí mọ́mí wa olórí ṣe sọ lórí unity nǹkan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè náà ni àwọn èèyàn tó ṣíwájú ti kọ́kọ́ sọ náà but lórí unity yẹn ó because láti island lèmi ti wá YWC island lèmi so lórí unity yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì because bí ẹgbẹ́ ìṣepín sí ẹlẹ́yẹlẹ́ gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ ọtí ìmọ̀ràn tèmi ìbá gbà ni pé ǹjẹ́ gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀ka kọ̀ọ̀kan ìjọ ń ṣe ìpàdé pọ̀ bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé representative láti each group náà because ó wà important gan that's ibi tí unity ti máa wá nìyẹn because àwa la ṣojú gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílé and àwa dẹ̀ ní ládàá wọn so ibi tí unity yẹn máa ti wá nìyẹn irú gbogbo àwọn all groups whether nílé o whether ní diaspora o for example ra ọ̀tàwọn diaspora yìí ó yẹ kí each representative kan máa ní meeting bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ once in a month okay nǹkan táwa gádà láti meeting wa rèé what's the way forward meeting eléyìí lè sọ pé okay nǹkan tóun fẹ́ rèé then kí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa clash mọ́ra wọn we are not going anywhere a kò máa round up a kò máa sáfù lójú kan ni so unity yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì gan and I think tó bá jẹ́ pé tó ọ̀rọ̀ mi sọ díẹ̀ kí gbogbo all groups lórí one voice sí pé ọmọ Oòduà ni wá kàn ṣe meeting pọ̀ kàn máa ṣe meeting pọ̀ at least bóyá YNN o Y assembly o YWC ni o ìlànà ni o whatever is very important kí gbogbo wa kí wọ́n kó jọ pé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe rèé o okay o báyìí ni o then lórí awareness ẹ má bínú máa ṣe díẹ̀ lórí awareness kan sọ yẹn well I think tó bá jẹ́ pé ká dáwó because àwọn èèyàn ti sọ bíi méjì mẹ́ta because owó ni kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí rere gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí a ti ń rojọ́ láti bí ijọ́ mẹ́ta action la need because we don't have time at all we need action ẹ wọ àwọn Biafra ẹnìkan náà mú kalẹ̀ wọ́n lè ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn náà ń ṣe takuntakun à ń ṣe nítorí pé gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí ó ti wà ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa for a long time kí gbogbo ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó lè rà kó tó lè ṣe é ṣe ó máa pẹ́ but at the same time ìwọ̀nba àwa tá a bá ní pé ó ti wà lára wa náà à ń láti jẹ́ kẹ́sẹ̀ wa múlẹ̀ gidi gan ni láti lè because tí ọkàn wa ò bá clear a lè ṣàwọn ẹni ìfẹ́ ní nǹkan kó gbọ́ so lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó yẹn tó bá yẹ pé globally gbogbo òun ni mo fi sọ pé irú meeting yẹn tó bá yẹ pé ẹ̀ka kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe meeting ok iye tá a máa sọ́mọ̀ meeting ní YNN o YWC o lórí àti gbárùkù ti kinní yìí because that's the way forward a lè sọ pé ok ẹnìkan ju candidate sórí platform nsìn àbí lórí social media ẹnìkan máa dá 5 euros ẹnìkan máa dá 10 euros a ní ju gbogbo yẹn lọ for now we need money we need action ṣé yẹn then my last bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir then lórí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta tí mo fẹ́ sọ is just out of petition issue because wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí petition gan nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé ok lórí àwọn groups ìwé a ní pé a fẹ́ jà fún mìnira ok àmọ́ wà nínú gúrùpù YWC England ní Christmas time wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa what we are going to do you understand ok wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa màálù ká má jẹ màálù mọ́ ọ pé báyìí ni ok ká bá jẹ màálù mọ́ báwo ni àwọn tí ó jẹ́ èèyàn wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ pé màálù yẹn náà fi ń ṣe daily bread wọn báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tí wọ́n máa fi níṣẹ́ padà so ẹjọ́ wa ti pọ̀ jù because a ń láti ṣàwọn nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ pé ó máa motivate àwọn èèyàn gan lé àní sọ pé ok petition la fẹ́ jókòó tì for ages ok ó nígbà tá a bá parí petition tán we have to move another one ká tó mú ká wí 2023 ó ti dẹ́yìn kùlé wa and àwọn èèyàn máa gbogbo ẹ̀ máa yọ lórí ẹ̀mí wọn ni and that's the truth so ok wọ́n sọ ní last time ok a fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn jẹ màálù mọ́ kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ ẹ má bínú kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tí àwọn èèyàn gbé lórí pé ok a fẹ́ ṣe ètò màálù tiwa náà bó kọ́ bí ṣe example ni o ṣe understand because a lè ní káwọn èèyàn má jẹ màálù mọ́ àwọn tó fi màálù ṣiṣẹ́ ń kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti ń jẹun wọn tó gbogbo mọ̀ràn tèmi nìyẹn a ní láti tax ara wa ok 100 million ní àwa táwọn ní diaspora fẹ́ dá a ní láti tax ara wa ní ok everybody tó 1 million lẹ́ni ó yẹ ká bí ṣòwò pẹ̀lú Oduduwa investment a fẹ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ màálù yìí kì í ṣe pé bóyá fún wọn o ok àti ẹ̀ sọ pé ok 1 year la fẹ́ fi lò ó so that's it all right sir ẹ má bínú pẹ́jọ́ mi pọ̀ púpọ̀ màá dúró ní bẹ̀yẹn. It's okay, sir.
That's the last contribution we'll get, and then we'll call Sister Buki. Mr. Omoboyowo, if you can unmute yourself, please.
All right, ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbogbo wa látàárọ̀ pé ṣé ń gbọ́ mi pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí gbogbo wa sọ pápátá èmi ò kàn ní much tí mo fẹ́ sọ mọ́ mo kàn fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ àdé àwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ tún bínú pé àwọn ò ráyè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú eléyìí jẹ́ ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ tí àkọ́kọ́ máa ṣe meeting that is why it's come like this and then to show our responsibility that we need this urgent that is why we need to explain it deeply. That's why we see Mr. Aliu and then our Mr. Buki and others to explain much about it to us. So Emma John to it alone. I need the fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbóyin pátápátá. Maybe Adadiwa Frank Bello ṣe sọ, we need all the team together. Whether they are working for the politics or they are working for whoever, we will call them together. We will let them understand this is their own. They have to work for their nation. So we will do that one. So ní agbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo wa will come in a one team and we will work in a one goal. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Eshego, I'll call Sister Buki if she can give us note majority of the questions they asked. I know Mr. Ali will down on most of them. If she can give us the closing remark. Ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tá a pè kẹ́ ẹ dá sí ẹ má bínú ẹ̀rọ wa lè ní maybe the next meeting tá a máa ṣe to take most of your comments on board. The first one is always very easy like that. So, Sister Buki, if you can quickly come on board and explain to us. If you can unmute yourself, Sister Buki.
Yeah, I'm on mute now.
Okay.
I will mix, if you don't mind. I know possibly some of you might start laughing, but I will try and mix this with a bit of English and a bit of the amount of Yoruba that I can speak. And I would like to say, Eshe Goni o Eye Yomi, Eye Arami, Eye Yomi, Eye Ebimi, Eshe Te Rayi Wasi, Ìparapọ̀ èmi ní ọjọ́ jẹ́ pé a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìnàjò wa láti gba òmìnira wa. Ẹ ṣé gan tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo yín, even àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n try láti wọlé tí wọ́n wọlé, mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé ó wà recorded and madam agbe sórí Facebook page wa so that gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n wà ní ilé ayé wa ráyè wò ó. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Mo fẹ́ touch on our questions díẹ̀ tí ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ẹ bá lè sọ nínú Yorùbá. Excuse me tí n bá bọ́ sínú my birthland English language. So basically, there was someone that touched with regards to money and time frame. Now, in terms of the money, we already have a system in place so that there will be no form of corruption and there will not be any pointing of finger. We have arranged a system in place for voluntary and sponsorship. So basically, that system is in place, and the voluntary are those that will do the footwork. The sponsors will be those that will monetarily contribute. And when we mean voluntary contribute, is as Mr. Liu, people should say, àti tó system yẹn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ṣiṣẹ́ ẹsẹ̀. Àwọn yẹn ni wọ́n la máa pé gbogbo materials yẹn fún. Àwọn tí wọ́n máa tẹ gbogbo ìwé àbí any monetary contribution. Àti ṣe system yẹn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ni wọ́n máa sọ areas tí wọ́n fẹ́ contribute. Àwọn ni wọ́n máa fún àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní àwọn tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ nílẹ̀ yẹn ní owó in the various localities and in the various wards. So therefore, what am I saying? There will not be any form of pointing of finger because every sponsor will be responsible for a particular area. So for example, what am I saying? If, for example, there's somebody that wants to sponsor computers, we will then say, okay, computers are required in this area. We could then get maybe a supplier in Nigeria that supplies those computers, buy the computers directly, and then distribute those computers physically. So there will not be any physical cash put in a particular pot whereby there will be any accusation of anyone stealing any money. So that is why we need you all to come forward so that we can now divide you into volunteers and sponsors. Now, what we want to do, as we said, is we already have a website that is being built. We need to drive everybody onto that website and register onto the website. Once you've registered, you will register in your locality, in your ward, and then we will now be able to distribute you sponsors and also those in their various locations accordingly. So at the moment, because the website is not yet ready, we are using Telegraph and WhatsApp. The WhatsApp links, I have distributed it all over the place. We are going to put those WhatsApp links on our Facebook and also on all our social links. Now, I also need the cooperation of all the media houses that are fighting for this agitation. This is a Yoruba exodus. It is a movement out of Nigeria. It is to save many generations of the Yoruba race. Now, with regards to Prof, lovely man, Professor Akitoye. However, we cannot attach this movement, exodus, to a particular personality. we are calling all the groups to join into this Yoruba exodus, into Yoruba Nation Now. It's not a group, it is a Yoruba movement. It is a Yoruba exodus out of Nigeria. Do not attach the Yoruba Nation Now as a group. No, it is owned by the Yoruba people. It is your decision. It's just like when we vote here in the UK, you know, we have parties that we sort of vote for. But if it's a collective thing, everybody goes collectively. Just like we wanted to move out of Europe, it was the whole of the UK that voted to move out. That is exactly how this Europe is. So please, we cannot attach it to any group. We do advise that if anyone wants to now be proactive with this movement, go onto the Yoruba Nation Now, and all Yorubas should register as volunteers or volunteers or sponsors, so that we can now then collectively begin to disperse any of the material, any of the movements onto one particular area. The minute we start putting it into a group or putting it into a personality, the whole thing goes up. It's so slow. So I just wanted to make that point. Now, the people that we need mostly in this movement, we need our youth. They own this movement. They need to take control of this movement. We need all our youth groups. We need all our university students. We need all our university institutions and all the other youth groups, whatever. We need them to take fully part in this movement, in this exodus. So the ones that we know of now, Omoluka, Olusoga and his group, all the youth agitators that are in this, Mr. Ajex, Mr. Mayowa, all of you, I'm sorry if I've not mentioned your other names, all of you, we need you to take control of this movement. As a side for us, we adults, directing you along the way. We need you to be extremely proactive with this movement. We need you to go into the universities. We need you to preach about Yoruba Nation Now, Yoruba Exodus Now, Yoruba Petition Now, Yoruba Referendum, because that petition will lead to a referendum. Now, as to time frame, the time frame is actually up to you. How soon do you want to get out? How soon do you all collectively want to join this exodus and move yourselves out of that depressive state that you are in now? So time frame is dependent on you. How soon can you register to become a volunteer? How soon can you register to become a sponsor? It's up to you. The future is inside your own hands. I just wanted to make that point. Is there anything?
Thank you very much.
So, and with regards to the unity, again, based on what I'm saying, everything that I've spoken about is on unity, because if we work collectively, forget about the groups, forget about any personality, put your life in your hands, let's join together, let's get ourselves out, let's get ourselves with Yoruba Nation Now. Let's get ourselves out collectively. Thank you, everyone. And on this venture, I would like to possibly close the meeting. Over to you, Mr. K.
Yeah. Before you close, Ejema Bino, ẹnìkan béèrè question. I think Mr. Kadosh, ó béèrè question. Only my issue is with the word referendum. He wants a total de-amalgamation. So, when he asked about de-amalgamation, there needs to be a legal process, and that legal professionals were so. I wanted to gbogbo àwọn ìlànà lọ́ti fi yé wa tó dẹ̀ ti yé àwa tó ti sọ fún wa pé this is what we can push for. To push for de-amalgamation, you need to ask for a referendum. That is one of the peaceful mechanisms we can use. And ìṣe tí a ṣe sọ pé ká gbé awareness yẹn lọ bá àwọn èèyàn wa. Tá bá ní ká jáde ní Nàìjíríà, ṣé a fẹ́ lọ gbé ìbọn ni? Rárá, ètò ìdìbò náà ni, which is referendum. So I just think I need to clarify that aspect. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú word of advice or word of prayer, a máa parí ẹ̀ náà pẹ̀lú either a word of advice or a word of prayer. So máa rọ dádì wa Káyọ̀dé Àjàó Adékọ́lá wọ́n má lè unmute ara wọn and either give us a word of advice or word of prayer, and then we would listen to our Yoruba national anthem. So, somebody unmute ara wọn, Káyọ̀dé Àjàó Adékọ́lá. If you can give us a word of advice or a word of prayer, we'll listen to our national Yoruba anthem, and then we can close.
Ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ o. Ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi? Ṣé ń gbọ́?
À ń gbọ́ yín, sir.
Ok, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa o. Ok, mo gbọ́ gbogbo tí a ti sọ látàárọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àdúrà náà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe ń sìn náà ni pé ká fi random meeting. Olówó Ọlọ́run alààyè, ayérayé Ọlọ́run, ìwọ Ọlọ́run tó ń jẹ́ Ọlọ́run, ògo ni forúkọ rẹ. Adúpẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé meeting yìí ó ṣeé ṣe, adúpẹ́ tó wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ayérayé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ọ̀gá ògo. Bá a ṣe ń lọ báyìí pẹ̀lú Olódùmarè máa pa pẹ̀lú wa. Gbogbo bá a ṣe ń gàràgà òmìnira Olúwa Ọlọ́run alààyè, a fẹ́ kó wà pẹ̀lú wa, a fẹ́ kó ràn án lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé a fẹ́ ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀ ní ìlú yẹn. Wọ́rọ́wọ́rọ́ tó bá a ṣe ń ṣe Olúwa Olódùmarè, a fẹ́ kó wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ayérayé Ọlọ́run ògo ni forúkọ rẹ. Ògo ni forúkọ rẹ Olódùmarè ọ̀gá ògo. Yóò ṣeé ṣe, àwọn alálẹ̀ yóò sì ti wà lẹ́yìn orúkọ Jésù.
Náà ní Haúsá fi ń gba ojú wa bó ṣe wù wọ́n lọ. Bàbá yìí ti ẹ ṣeun. Tó ti tán.
Ẹ ṣeun o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, we just play our anthem, then we can round up for the day.